So we can call this the official start of the session, right? Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
So, did we rest the night?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had to.
I'm sorry, I was working. I was maybe resting and then spending the other half of the night copying spells.
Yep. Okay, so we'll go through that then first. We'll do your spells first before we go through our morning routine, which is check how many days it is till court.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do Kiara's rolls to learn these spells then. So what's your chance to learn spell? That's on your character sheet.
Hold on, someone I'll have to how do I think? I'm on my character sheet.
Yep. So it'll say next to intelligence, chance to learn spell.
Yeah.
So what does it say? What's the percentage?
65.
Okay, so you've got to roll 65 or less on a D100. So just specify which spell you're doing first.
Okay. Going to do the arrow one. Acid arrow.
Melsacid arrow, right?
Okay.
So you roll 65 or less, you failed.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So you can't attempt to learn that spell again until you level up again. Right, what's the other one you're trying?
So, scare.
Scare. Okay, go for it. 65 or less. Right, you learned scare.
Hey.
Okay. So you copy scare into your spell book.
That's the one I've got too.
Nice.
So we've got, both of us have scare.
3 of you now in the party. So, Tammy, you've put Kiara's spells that she's learned for the night, you've sorted that, and you've put a new spell into her spell book, yeah?
Yeah, I think I've been doing it for
And Connie's been done. So that's it for the night. So you are at the was it the perfumed satyr where you were staying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're in the stables.
You're in
I'm
the stables.
I'm in the stables
Correct.
with the bear. Charlemagne.
Okay. Kiara's got her nice new clothes after throwing away the dirty ones. After giving them a bit of a show in the church. So you wake up in the morning, how many days is it till court? 40?
It is now down to I think we checked that, and it is 41 days to court.
41, okay.
41 days.
Fucking yes, I'm keeping track.
You are indeed.
So what do you do in the morning? What's the first thing you want to do? You wake up. It's a bright, sunshiny morning. Actually, it's autumn now, mid-autumn now, but it's a fairly cool, crisp, but very bright, sunny morning.
Light breakfast, nothing too heavy on the stomach.
Okay.
What did we make a plan? Does Darrow have a plan already of what we need to do now today, or are we just?
Darrow's been sleeping and only just. We've got.
Did you hand over the Umber Hulk head to the pub?
I assume so.
Somebody else will need to remember because I don't.
I don't think we got through with that because everybody was a bit shattered when we got back to town.
But we've got.
You've got Elise. Elise is apparently having a meeting in the morning with the mayor and the sheriff after breakfast.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, because we need to wait for her to say a definite yes.
We need to find out from her so we're heading out or not.
Nah, I say we just go. She's got her meeting with the mayor. We told them last night what was happening. She knows we need extra days. I say we just go. We'll see her when we come back.
So we go. We check.
Hang on. Unless she actually says we're allowed to go, we are still under contract to her.
She can just not pay me, like.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about breaching your contract?
We've
Yeah.
got to think of our
Yeah.
reputation.
Contract,
Yes.
contracts are for dwarves.
We have an agreement with Mistress Elise that we will guard her, and if she leaves today and we are not guarding her, we are in breach of our agreement. Here we have the inevitable conflict between the lawful member of the party and the chaotic member of the party.
Yeah, we've got two lawful members of the party.
I'm chaotic, but I'm still I'll still maybe listen to reason.
I was about to stop you in your tracks there, Tammy, because I thought you were going to say I'm still chaotic good, but remember, I shifted your alignment because of a couple of things. You're chaotic neutral currently,
Yeah.
you're going to have to prove yourself to be chaotic good again.
I feel like my alignment's none of my business just now.
It's out of your control. It's out of her hands.
Yeah. It's in the hands of Barrack Ram now, like.
Hey.
It's a bit like diet, isn't it? You know what they say, you are what you eat? Well, with alignment, it's you are what you do.
Your alignment is dynamic, of course.
Yeah.
And I will shift it if your behaviour applies to it, shifting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I can't remember exactly what was said by the end of last session. And of course, Darrow wasn't in the meeting with Elise.
No, it was only Andy McCarr and
yeah.
Kiara, wasn't it?
Yes.
Now,
So will we catch up with each other this morning then? Andy McCarr can fill you.
Yeah, well, I think we agreed in principle that she'd agree to stay on, but I suppose until it's agreed between her and the mayor and the sheriff.
Yeah.
Well, are we just chilling here this morning?
Well, no, I don't even want to stay here all morning, do we? I mean, I don't suppose it'll take them that long to agree.
I hope not.
she said after breakfast. She said that you were to tell the mayor and the
Go and see
the
her.
sheriff to go and see her after breakfast.
Well, I mean, once we've had breakfast, we could go and see if they've had their meeting.
Yeah.
Have either of you told the sheriff or the mayor?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Yes, I did. I left a message with them last night before I went to bed.
Are you sure?
I'm positive,
Nice.
absolutely positive, because I stopped past the stables to see Sninkanook and the bear
Yeah.
on the way back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, does it look as though they've arrived? If not, we'll go looking for them.
Now she was at the perfume theatre, right?
Yes.
Turned up there for breakfast as well.
Okay, so you go there for breakfast.
Having fed Charlemagne.
What's Charlemagne having for breakfast? I'm curious about the bear. What's the bear eating for breakfast?
Well, we had meat on the back of the wagon, as I understood it.
Yep. Cool.
We visit the butchers and we pick up meat for him.
That's
The
right.
way you've been talking, I thought he might have had fire beetle fed to him.
Well, that's why I'm curious, because you fed him goblin once. You did feed him goblin once, so it does
Or
make
you
me
did-
curious.
No, he ate goblin once.
Yeah, there's a difference. I was just
The
about
very-
to say that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he
No,
ate
no,
one.
no, he
but-
was fed goblin.
He was. Yes, exactly. He was fed goblin. I'm sure he was.
That was
Yeah.
was that not when you killed the dog?
So
This is maybe why I think.
when they were locked in, him
Uh-huh.
and Elizora,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He ate the goblin.
a little room.
You threw in bits of goblin arm and leg to stop him from eating the prisoner elves, didn't you?
yeah.
We did. Yeah.
So you're lucky he ate goblin.
So do fire beetles taste like curry?
Oh, well, maybe chili.
I'm not gonna try it.
Well, I was going to say you have to try it to find out.
Yeah, beetles with very...
Imagine for a Snufferblin, David, for Sninkanook, that
Yep.
they would eat beetles.
Of course. Good eating on those. I said so
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you having some of that for breakfast in the stables with the bear, or?
I didn't think I'd brought much of it back. We were just keen to get out of there as fast as possible.
So do you go back to the perfume theatre with breakfast with the rest of the gang?
Yep. Make sure Charlemagne's fed first.
And leave.
Last thing we want is a hungry bear wandering around the streets looking for something to eat.
And do you leave him at the stables?
Well, I can't exactly take him there, can I?
Okay.
Yeah. You could chill outside. They might leave him a bowl.
Well, I'll leave him a lump of meat and a bowl of water, and I shall head back to this perfume satyr. I shall ask him very nicely to stay there. He won't understand a word of it, but I'm still talking to him.
Okay. Right, so when you walk into the perfume theatre, you see no sign of Elise and Artan, is it? Her guard. You see no sign of them, but you do see the sheriff, Bert. And he looks frustrated and angry and upset, but when he sees you, he smiles and he looks excited to see the group. That's as you walk in, he sees you from across the room, and he will give like an exasperated sigh of relief almost.
Mm-hmm.
And he's beckoning you over
I would just
with his hand.
I was gonna say, I would be like, you okay? What's wrong? I'm guessing she's not turned up.
He says, "What's wrong? What's wrong? My reinforcements haven't arrived. I have permission from Elise for you guys to come and help me, but there's no reinforcements. They didn't come. I sent for help. They haven't arrived."
Well, they weren't going to arrive until this evening, as far as I remember.
Who do we have in the village that can help? Who have we got here that can? We are not the only. We cannot be like the only.
They're not coming. There was an attack on the road. Word's been sent by carrier. There's no. There's no reinforcements. Bandits. There was 4 men coming. A group of 4 men riding on horses. They were ambushed in the night by archers. Bandits robbed of everything they had. Left for dead on the road.
That's no good.
There's no help coming.
So I don't know whether those bandits work for the lot we know about.
It's assumed it's bandits. There was arrows in the back of the back of the men's backs and necks and heads, and they were completely robbed of everything. Horses were gone, their armor was gone, their weapons were gone, and they were left in the road.
Sounds like the people that we've been dealing with all along.
Yeah.
Well, we better watch out if we meet strange guardsmen, because they may be bandits in disguise.
Nook thinks to himself, "I do hope he didn't tell Mistress Elise that, because if he did, the price of us staying here is just gone up."
Well,
But then surely what we can demand of her goes up as well, because we didn't. I'm not being funny to the mayor or the sheriff, but you guys have got a heavy social problem here.
the mayor's not here. It's just the sheriff.
And your mines and your necromancers and all this stuff. Like, you guys have got a lot going on. So if we're protecting someone on these roads, and there's that many bandits, I feel like maybe we're to up for wages.
Young lady, I agree with you, says the mayor. Says the sheriff, Bert. And that's why I'm going to do it myself. We're going to do it. And he pulls out this big, fancy-looking battle axe and slams it on the table and says, "We'll go today.
Right.
Yes.
We'll shut it down.
Charlemagne's harness on,
Whatever is
but-
down there, we'll shut it down. I'll go myself. We don't need the reinforcements. I'll go.
Okay.
The mayor can deal with the
We definitely
financial
don't need
repercussions.
reinforcements that- Sorry.
We can teach those wage a lesson.
Oh dear. How long's this guy been behind his desk?
Well, you look at him and he's wearing full plate armour.
Yeah, I know, but is he one of these administrative sheriffs, or is he actually a proper warrior type?
Well, before even when he was in his office at a desk, he was wearing the normal chain mail that these Kingsguard wear, with the crest.
But that's the uniform.
Now,
Does he have decent calluses on his hands from using an axe? Or are they soft from wielding pens?
are you grabbing his hands and inspecting them?
I'm just looking at them.
Shake his hat.
Should be able to tell.
Do you want to shake his hand and see what his handshake's like?
I suppose I should congratulate him on coming with us and just check.
Okay, he gives you a very, very strong handshake. His muscles bulge, and your wrist hurts. Yeah, he's very strong. The armour he's wearing is decorative, yet shows signs of wear and action because it's got chinks in it, it's got dents in it. It's had dents hammered out. You can see where it's been repaired. His axe, though very ornate, looks deadly sharp. His shield, although again very ornate.
Does he have decent calluses from wielding that axe?
I
mean, anybody can have good armour and a sharp weapon and so on, but does he know how to use it? Or are we going to have to try and protect him? That's my concern.
His hands don't look like they have fresh calluses on them. Like he swung his like he's been using it every day this year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Okay. So he might be a bit out of practice.
Bit rusty.
All right.
He's not an elf. I'm not defending him.
Did you see that in character out loud to him?
I might mutter it.
He's part of the city authorities keeping law and order, etc., in this area. I don't want him snuffing it on our watch.
Right.
It might not do our reputation.
One of us might get voted in as the new sheriff.
We've got a revolutionary in our midst. So does Kiara want to be tied down to one location for the rest of her life?
Nah, definitely.
Darrow might. I think Darrow would suit the role of a military sheriff, very, very nicely.
That'd be 4 dwarves.
That could be your retirement plan. Just join the Kingsguard.
That'd be for the dwarves, whatever he does.
Yeah, there'd be the dwarf version from where you are as well.
So,
we have
barracks
about questioning prisoners.
Sorry?
Does he have any news on questioning prisoners?
No, they said that you got the same knowledge that they've got. So that, they told you that the Dirtfinger's lair was further down than they had been, and they knew how to get there. Remember, they showed you. That is as far as they knew. They've been fully tortured.
Did they question the previous owner?
They've not been able to find the previous owners. And this is Bert the mayor, Bert the sheriff telling you, because he's got bags under his eyes. He's been up all night with the mayor. No one's been able to contact them. They both left town.
Or they're dead.
Okay.
Or they're not dead in the mine.
Well, we head off there.
Yeah.
You're just gonna go march.
Tread boldly.
You're just gonna go march into the mine with the sheriff.
No,
Yeah.
first of all, I'm going to ask the sheriff, has he had confirmation from Mistress Elise that it's all right for us to go? Because if she decides that she's leaving today, we do have a contract with her to guard her.
Yes. At this point, he's almost crying in frustration. Yeah, the mayor's hammered it out with her. She's got her financial compensation. Whatever he needed to do, he's done. This problem.
Good. That's all I needed to know. I don't know need the details. I just need to know that Mistress Elise has released us for the day.
Yes. She's released you for as long as you need to. She'll stay in town for indefinitely. The mayor's battled it out with her. Yeah, she's got a good deal.
Oh yeah, she's got a healthy good deal on that. Like.
Eleanor says that he's still got to leave in good time for me to get to the trial,
Yep.
which your king is presiding over.
Yep. She's got.
Yes, well,
She's a witness in the trial in the King's Court in 41 days.
yeah. Hopefully, it'll only take us a day, but especially with such good help from the sheriff here.
So, well, yeah, he's coming with you, so I'll put you back up to the first map then. I guess I'll just put you to the
Before we go,
Yep. Yep.
I'll be 2
please,
seconds, guys.
given that we are heading down into probably an evil temple or something,
Mm-hmm.
may we visit somewhere and obtain some more holy water?
Yeah, you could easily get some at the church. Remember, it was a generic church and not a church of a specific deity, but yeah, something like that you can get there.
Okay.
Because of your status in the town, not cost you anything to get something like that here now.
Oh, right, fine. How much can we have?
As much
How
as
much do they have spare?
as much as you have bottles to carry, because they can create and bless holy water themselves. You know, it's a church, so.
Okay. Pop round to the local brewery and get a crate of bottles then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, within reason, of course. You can't go like, yeah, here I've got 500 empty glass bottles. Like, can you fill these up? But I mean, a dozen, 2 dozen, probably. Yeah.
Okay, I shall.
Yeah, I assume we'll split it amongst ourselves so that we've all got some.
Yes. So
I'm
if
good
each
at
of us take 4
There's
bottles of
less
holy
water.
water. This is holy water. Yes.
Yep.
If hurled at undead creatures or poured over them.
Just splash damage
Does-
like acid.
Yes.
Nice.
And when you say each of us the PCs or the NPCs too?
What NPCs? Eleonora and Cornet? Yes.
Yes. I think we all need to have 4 bottles or something like
Okay.
that, or 3, however many it divides by. 3, I guess.
So I will put on her sheet.
Well, there's six of us, including the NPCs. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so 2 dozen is 24, so that's 4 bottles each.
Right, sounds good to me.
Holy water. He's now got 8 holy water.
I already had some.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, well, I still had some, but I thought I'd better get
Never-
some more.
Never leave home without it.
And
Well, he says.
at some point I need to pay back Tammy for the cure potions that she gave me.
Oh, no.
Well-
I just bought them because we were in a place that had loads, and I've got. I was balling for money at the time.
That's very kind of you.
Alright, you're welcome.
One of the benefits of having a chaotic natured companion.
Let's head on.
Right, do you want me to...
Okay!
So, as far as the outside of the mine is concerned, nothing has changed. I'll quickly move your maps, might as well. Just to show off that I made so many. Well, there's no point, yeah, if you roll 20 struggling, there's no point in me flicking through all these maps.
No. It's sweet. We're alright.
Is it alright, yeah?
Behaving
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Good.
Okay. There's no point in me dragging a new token on or anything, so I'll put you to here, because now I can delete all this.
That would
We're on
be
the
where
mine, yeah.
we don't know.
Nothing's changed inside or outside of the mine. So I can put you this far on the map. I want to put you back to there,
Back in.
at least. So you're back in here.
So we will check some of our routes.
So it was the level under the mine.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because we went down that little cave stair thing, didn't we?
Yep.
That we made the 2 guards guys take us down. Yeah.
That's
sorry, I
right.
was just getting in my head where we were.
Well, let me have a little quickly. So that was the first layer of this mine. So you came in here, and this is where you fought Dirt Fingers, and the giant skeleton, and the winter wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came up here, and that's what goes down to the second,
Yeah,
like
that's
underneath where Dirt Fingers' lair is, apparently.
And we point out if there are things like the remains of the giant skeleton.
Yep. Yeah, the remains of the giant skeleton would still be there. None of that would have moved now. Delete that as well.
These were zombies and not people alive at the time. And
I suppose that, has anything scavenged the remains of the wolf, for example? Any rats or...
I would say I would say something has. Because there's all definitely...
There's three creatures down here.
Oh yeah, I mean, even if there's no more monsters in an area where you've been through, there would certainly be things like rats, and perhaps even a carrion crawler or something comes through in an underground place like
Not
this.
a carrion crawler.
Yeah, potentially in a place like this, it's as likely as a rat, isn't it? So yeah, you would say that corpses have been eaten. There may be remains of some, no remains of others.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say that would be the case.
Okay. Do you want me to go into scout mode and
I'm
lead ahead?
Well,
or
I'm
are
moving
we
you up to
okay?
there just to tidy things up to start with.
Okay.
we'll check. We don't want to be attacked on both sides again.
Okay. Well, I will check down here and make sure that this place is empty. Once we get to this point, okay. I'll check to the left to make sure that's empty. And then I will have a quick look up here to the right to make sure this passage is empty.
Yep. Okay, so I would say in all of these passages, nothing has changed. You might see a little bit of a scurry of a rat or something like that, but nothing at all of interest. Nothing's just changed anywhere. Up this one, or this one, the three that you've looked up.
Okay.
I'm not interested. You mentioned rats. That's a meal, remember?
Yes, but I've already had breakfast.
Beetles, rats, I don't know.
Not big enough to be the roll for initiative worthy anyway.
Yep. Okay.
When we head towards the entrance to the temple area, what it is. So
Which one?
This one.
Okay.
we haven't got a figure for the mayor.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
The sheriff. If the mayor's here as well, I've
It's
got
the sheriff,
serious
yeah.
problems.
I've asked for arrow. No, that's not worked. Yeah, last 6.
Can you see him?
There we are. Darrow's on full hit points.
That's him,
Eleanor,
yes.
Eleanor needs plus 13.
Oh, okay. Do you see his? Did you see his name, Bert?
yeah.
No, we can't see his name at the
Okay,
moment.
so let me fix that. Oh, now they changed this as well.
Someone else clanking around in vast amounts of metal, clattering away.
All right,
Yes,
just diverts attention from me.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. Oh wait, no, is it here? Yeah, here we go.
There's no subtlety.
Where's he
There we go.
expecting to get the party order?
Do you see it now? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
he's gonna be.
But
He's happy to be out there in front. Like, that's where he's going to be charging out in front. He's yeah. He's angry and pissed off and wants this. Whatever this is that's going on down here, he needs it shut down as soon as possible. His whole time's going to shit. His reinforcements didn't arrive. They were killed on the road. The mayor's biting his head off for the amount of money this has cost him. So he's like angry and charging down there like with gusto.
not entirely sure what money this is costing. Anyway, all right. I shall carry on ahead and have a look round here. Make sure there isn't anything still eating fire beetle corpses.
No. There you go.
Okay. I shall head up here and look over to the right as I get to here. And hopefully there's still a pile of stones on the trapdoor.
Yeah, there's still a pile of stones on the trapdoor.
There's probably
Okay.
another way out.
I personally would suggest that we deal with that before worrying about the door up at the top of the steps.
Well, I'll bow to your superior experience.
Alternatively, we can leave the stones on the trapdoor and go and check that door at the top of the steps. Who knows? We don't even know what's up there.
Well, where's the sky going though? Like, what does like he was charging in, like he was.
Yes, but
Like,
he's following
sit
us.
there.
So I will check with Darrow.
Okay.
Should we go to the top of the stairs or down the trapdoor first?
I think the top of the stairs. What we don't want
Yeah.
is someone making it hard for us to get out of the trapdoor.
Okay, in that case, I shall move forward to the bottom of the stairs.
To the bottom of the
Just
stairs?
check. Is that door still open?
Yep.
Okay. Just make sure there's nothing lurking that could surprise us. Have a peer round the corner.
Still that door, that closed door.
Okay, nothing else in the room here at the bottom.
Here, no. These were empty before, they're
Good.
still empty now.
I shall then move up the stairs and listen at the door.
Okay.
This is the one that we couldn't get.
We've not actually done anything with
That's
this
right,
door. All
yeah.
I did was check and see, yes, it has got a lock, although I don't know if it's locked. And I couldn't hear anything through
Yeah.
the door.
What's your detect noise skill check?
My detect noise is a massive 65%.
Okay.
Sorry, 55%. My apologies.
Okay. You
Need to keep my
hear
glasses.
the guys the guys are far enough back, so you've got a little space to hear. So you hear water just gently like move. You know the sound of like a pool, like it's not splashing, but it's just like lapping.
Like
That's
that.
the word.
Lapping.
Lapping. That's the
Lapping.
word. Yes. That's all you can hear from there.
Okay. I shall wait till the party have moved to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, you're
Before-
sticking. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I just moved that general room. Oh, sorry.
Okay. And I shall try and open the door.
Okay. The door opens.
Got
It opens. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, the door opens. As you turn the handle, the door almost falls open, actually.
like somebody's
That's
expecting
worrying.
that.
Let me reveal the
It
map for
wants
you.
to be opened. Enchantment.
So, as you open the door, you see a circular room. You see a couple of crates over at the back there, and around a circular pool, you see 4 pillars with runic inscriptions in the ground. Like not runic, like you know, like a Celtic band almost, like that, just like it is in the map. I want it to be just like it is in the map. A pool of water, gently lapping, 4 pillars in a circular pool. Ignore this wall. This serves no purpose. That doesn't suit.
Okay.
This is just on the map. It was too much of a pain in the ass to get rid of it. Ignore that. Everything else matches, right? And then around the room, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skeletons. Can you see them? Have I got them on the map, player?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
They're all laid out at the same angle.
Like a sacrifice. Guys, this is all new to me. You're gonna have to I feel like pennies are dropping for you guys. You need to tell me.
No, they're not. It's looking a little bit
they're not,
dubious.
Hmm.
Well,
Okay.
a couple of crates. So watching out
I
for
see it,
more
I see it.
insects. I shall call up the priests if they wouldn't mind coming up. We've got some skeletons laying on the ground. I don't know whether, and they all appear to be laid in the same orientation.
Yes.
Yes.
Does look suspicious to me.
Yes.
I had to make a
There could-
point of
there-
that when I put them on the map.
There could be something on that wall that they were all looking at, and it killed them, and they fell over backwards.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Now, ignore the shape of the skeleton the way it's laid out.
Yeah.
Don't ignore that they're all pointing in the same direction, but ignore the way the skeleton's sprayed out like a starfish. That's just the token I was using. They are actually laid out as if they're in a coffin, with their arms by their sides, legs straight, head forward.
Oh, the same all the same position.
Yeah. They're not all the same size as skeleton. They're slightly different sizes, like they would be if some of them were humans and elves, for example.
Okay.
So their heads are to the north and their feet are to the south. I mean, that might just be a ritual thing.
Possibly.
But that's exactly what's going on.
Yes.
Okay, it's probably not easy for me to see the water in the pool that much because of my height. Possibly one of these tall people next to me, like Darrow, can see.
There's a short step up. There's a short step up, but see where you see like an outer line. That's a step up about a foot.
Yeah. Well, bear in mind my eyes are about 3 foot off the ground.
Yeah.
So
you can probably see the water. You can see the water.
Okay. Does it look clean water, or does it look kind of rainbowish, oily?
Well, like like it looks on the map. No, ignore that. It's not. That's not relevant. So it looks dark, like it would be if it was a patch of underground still water. Like it's not fresh. It's dark. It'll be algae and dirty and
I had like a beautiful like pool thing.
No, not like a radiant pool of magic or anything pretty like that. I mean, it maybe was at one point in history or something, but it's a pool of murky, dirty underground water, just laid out in this.
Dirt fingers have definitely been here.
Is the water dripping into it from the ceiling? Is that what was making the splashing noise?
Yeah, the occasional drip.
Does it look still like a solid body of water, or does it look like it like leaks somewhere, like an opening of a well or something?
It'd be hard to tell that from there. It'd be hard to tell that from there where you've got your token on the map because you can't even see the room yet.
Right. Okay.
We're waiting for the professionals to tell us that it's safe to come up.
What does it look like to Stinky Nook?
Looks potentially dangerous to Stinky Nook, but then everything looks potentially dangerous.
You could lob one of those rocks in.
I'm thinking of lobbing one of these bottles of holy water over the nearest skeleton.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, the skeleton's moving, or are they just lying there?
At the moment, they're just lying there.
Yep, at the moment they're just lying there.
Whether they continue to lie there if we step into the room is a different matter.
You could prod one with
These are clerics who are not that focused on undead.
Yeah, you've got 2 clerics who don't have turn undead as a skill, remember.
I'm tempted to just chuck a bottle of holy water over the nearest one just to be on the safe side. I mean, how many are there in there? 2, 4,
9.
6, 9 of them.
Do we know of any cult that uses a 9-pointed star as a symbol?
Do you have a proficiency in religion?
No, not my area at all.
Does anyone? I know that Darrow does.
I don't think Arrow does, but let's.
No, you get. I'm pretty sure Darrow has it. I'm sure it's a bonus one in that kit, mate. Champion. I'm sure you have it.
But you're right. Religion. You want me to roll?
Roll that.
Yeah.
1 success. You would have heard of a 9-pointed star being used in religions at some point throughout history. You don't know of anything current that uses it, but yeah, it's been mentioned maybe in several old texts that it's been something that's been worshipped before. You don't have any extensive knowledge of it, but you would have read that the 9-pointed star has been used as a religious symbol before.
But he doesn't remember whether it...
Were there any stories about who this temple was to?
That would be a local knowledge check, wouldn't it, rather than religion? Well, no. Roll another religion.
We've got the guy with us.
Oh, yeah, the local... You've got the local sheriff, yeah.
He would know, surely.
What, but local history about this place?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will tell you nothing. He knows nothing about any ancient temple here. He thought there was just a mine here. He didn't know about this place. No one knew about this place. This is why he's here to shut it down.
you
Well,
wanted
something's
me
up
to
in
do
here
a
about it,
religion roll, I will.
Yeah, do another religion roll. 1 success. Okay, the 9-pointed star. If it has anything that stands out to you in your knowledge and what you've picked up in your learning of, because you're a dedicated cleric of one god, but you've learned about other religions. You've studied religion and faith and theocracy and all of this, and you equate the 9-pointed star with an evil religion. That's all the information you get, though.
Well, good bit with their laying out corpses.
Yes.
If it's evil, it would be like a sacrifice, surely.
There may have been
Like,
sacrifices.
it's the so far the only connotations of this place that we've had, guys, have been bad. Like, I need to remind you how bad I smelt before. That is not a good magic. I think we can like safely think that it's not going to be something nice.
Earth fingers.
Yes, well, necromancy and all that sort of thing.
It was a nasty piece of work, Kim. Does anybody step into the room, or we're just going to stand here?
No, I'm going to get a bottle of holy water out and chuck it over nearest skeleton.
Which one? Up or down? North or south?
That one.
Okay. Roll me a d20 to see if you like completely miss with your throw, I guess.
Yeah. 1d20 coming up. 9.
So what would that hit? What armor class does that hit? If you're proficient. And you're just chucking it 10 feet. You need a 1 to fail, right? So you don't fail, basically.
Yep.
You're chucking it 10 feet. You need a 1 to fail. Nothing happens. The glass breaks. The water splashes all over the skeleton, but nothing happens.
Good. Fine. In that case, I shall cautiously enter the room and walk around the perimeter, heading for the boxes, looking for the
Stop.
the insects.
As soon as you set foot in the room. As soon as you set foot in the room.
Yep.
Something comes out of the pool?
Oh, what a guess. What a guess. Something like a huge wave comes up from the pool. Something like a big, massive wave standing almost 20 feet tall comes up from the pool.
Good God, this is taller than I realised in this room.
Oh, no, this room is much taller. This room's much taller than the rest. This is like, part of an underground ancient temple where this would have been the
levels.
Yeah, this has got pillars. Yeah. This is a taller room. So it's like 10 feet tall, but it's parts of the wave are like splashing up and reaching over another 10 feet, so it's almost 20 feet tall. And the moment you step in the room, it attacks.
Water elemental by any chance?
It might be by any chance. Water elemental guarding the room. Soon as Stinky Nook stepped foot across the border, across the threshold of the room, this thing rose up from the water and is going to attack you. Now, I guess I need a roll for surprise from everybody. No, from everybody.
Everyone, everyone.
Yeah. The water elemental appears on the prime material plane as a high crested wave. The elemental's arms appear as smaller waves. Thrust out on each side. Sorry, not going up and down. Thrust out on each side. Sorry. I was just correcting my description. Okay? And I'm just checking I got the size right. Size 8 to 16 foot tall. Yeah, so 10 feet tall, right? Roll initiative for me, please. Folks. Looks like he's got a fight with a water elemental on your hands. Stinky Nook.
Okay. Stinky Nook.
Do I need to add a second attack for you, no?
No.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
No.
Steps back, pulls the door shut. Run away! I will head as far down the steps as I can.
Right.
We
Okay.
can try and lure it somewhere where we can get all around it. The fighting at that area is a losing option. So I've shut the door. It won't stop it. It'll come through the door or smash it or something. But let's get it downstairs somewhere.
Well, it depends on its instructions.
Exactly. But that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, we need to work out how far you can get. Remember, you've got the whole party to get past here.
I know. Okay.
So I'd say you could get past them and no more. Your whole movement would be moved up, just trying to jiggle past everybody.
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean,
but I've shut the door behind me.
but you shut the door behind you.
Well, yes, I opened the door and we were looking in,
Okay.
and I just stepped in, and it immediately appeared. So I just grabbed the door and pulled it to as I stepped back out and.
Okay. So as you shut the door,
Yep.
it bounces on the latch and springs back open again.
Said it wanted to be open.
Bert Urquhart.
I'm carrying on down the steps. Come on, lads, let's get away.
Bert Urquhart
Get down below.
charges. What's the
So he's got to get past everybody in the party as well.
Yeah, so I suppose he's not going to get a charge then. I was about to say what's the plus for a charge? He's not going to get a charge, but he's going to run in and attack the thing. He is going straight for it, right? So go ahead and roll an attack for him, somebody.
Dear, oh dear.
I've done.
You can control his token, but you can't control his personality.
I've got him open.
So much for military training.
And will act. Well, no spells have been cast.
That's not going to hit it.
Yeah.
Remember, Bert gets 3 attacks every 2 rounds. So next round, like you, he gets 2 attacks.
Yep.
Kiara.
Hold on.
You got a mouthful of food there. Alright, I'm going to run to the fridge anyway.
Dear, oh dear, dear.
I was just getting battle ready, guys. I'm topping up my.
Wanted to take some
my
anger
energy.
out on something, didn't he?
Where did this water element emerge from? The pool. Where's its source of power? The pool. What are we trying to get it away from? The pool.
What's Bert Urquhart just jumped into? The pool.
So, what can I see? Like, have I seen this happen?
Yep, because Bert's just... He didn't charge past you because he was in front of you.
Past me, yeah.
You seen him just
Sneaky
shoulder
Nook's
barge.
barged past me one day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Sneaky Nook's just barged past you one way, or like tried to politely, quickly shuffle past you because he's quite small and you're quite small. Bert's just fucking charged past Darryl, moved him out of the way with his shield, like a professional footballer going hard down the wing. Boom, give him the hard shoulder. Darryl's recovering from a wee bang into the wall, and Bert's just jumped up onto the first step, which is like a foot here. Ignore the wall, that's not a wall, ignore that. So he's jumped up here on the first step and he's went, ah, with this big huge axe, and he's went just into this big wave and missed.
He's went, yeah, okay. Can I move and not attack?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I can, cause I'm kind of with this Bert Inkle guy. Like, I'm starting to like him a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and move forward to. I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm not gonna like barge past the arrow because I'm not sure what he's doing. Also, if Sneaky Nook's running away for something, I'm not like. I'm in 2 minds here. Like,
Clearly.
this is really bad.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna move up here just to the front and not attack just yet.
Alright, now, I'm going to have to stop you there because this is a 5-foot corridor. There is no 2x2 formation here.
Okay.
You're either in front or you're not.
No. Okay. Right, okay, I'm not in front.
There's no this either. It's a 5-foot corridor. You either go past them or you don't.
Okay.
You look over his head.
So you're between a rock and a hard dwarf.
Yeah. But okay, I'll stay there.
But you can, because he's your He's your companion, your ally. You can move past him. You're not restricted to the you can't move past him. You can get
Yeah.
You can get past him if you want.
I know, but I'm not sure if I want to yet. Is my point.
All right.
Like,
All
I'm
right.
not sure if I want to be front line yet.
So you're just jumping forward one rank.
Yeah.
Okay, Eleonora.
Yeah, I realise what she should have done now, but that's not what I rolled for.
Well, what should she have done?
I'm a Clan's blessing.
Just do it. I'll say it's fine. It's fine. It's a granted power rather than a spell, so I'd say she can quickly change her mind and drop that. Fine, go for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was going to attack with a sword, but she's doing, which means everyone in the party, apart from Bert, who's already in melee, is blessed.
Yep. Okay, so let me just centre it on her, then I'll make a wee token. How many rounds does it last?
6.
I'll put it on her. There we go. So it's everybody except Bert. It's now under the spell conditions of Bless.
You can actually add Bless onto the turn order and put -1 in the turn counter, and it will go down 1 automatically.
Right, teach me how to do that for next week then, David.
Okay.
We're not going to do it now. We'll learn that for next week, right? You can give me a wee lesson. Sounds good. Right, Eleonora casts Barracktrum's Blessing. Everyone except Bert is now under the spell effect of Bless. So Darrow.
He is going to feel his new vigour from being blessed. And has he got to get into this water to hit the thing?
Yeah, but you notice Bert standing in it no more than knee deep.
Oh, so it's about it's below waist height.
Yeah. Here we go.
Right. Was he able to charge?
No.
I should have.
No, you need 30 feet. And because it's a step up as well, that would interrupt your charge. Because it's only 1 foot, I'm allowing you for it to not slow down your movement rate, but it would definitely slow down a charge because of the step up. So no charge.
How far can he move and still hit?
30.
Just makes it.
Yep.
I didn't properly record where he was.
It's close enough is good enough for me, you know this.
So you get down, you bloody puddle, you.
I love Darrow's taunts, they're amazing. You bloody puddle. Yes, get him. Come on. Oh, you. No, that. I'm looking at it saying you've missed, but that's not. That was.
One.
That was Bert's attack, wasn't it? Oh, even worse than Bert's. So Darrow, it's a total swing and a miss. He doesn't even manage to hit a 10-foot wave with an axe. I think he's 10 feet tall and he still misses. And the Makar, you do nothing. You were surprised.
Yep, I'm just working out what's happening.
Charlemagne, Tammy, what's your bear do?
He's gonna hold.
It's hold.
He's gonna hold. He
Okay.
doesn't know what's going on. That doorway's narrow.
Okay, so now I've got a water elemental is going to attack Darrow or the mayor. So let me just pull up its character sheet. It gets 1 attack per round. Jesus Christ, it does a lot of damage. Let me just roll a dice for who it's going to be on. Right, Darrow, Peter, I'll let you choose. Do you want odds or evens? Odds it's you or odds it's him?
I'll be odds, he'll be evens.
Right, odds it's you, evens it's him.
Yeah.
So this water elemental swings its big water fist down at Darrow.
Missing.
No, does not miss.
Oh,
Hits
80 -8.
hits him for 20 damage.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ouch.
I think I know what Eleanor's now going to be doing for the rest of the battle.
So
20 damage. Jeez.
Oh, it's because I can see why.
And just like
Why?
out of play for a moment, just like meta for a moment, this is the middle of the 3 levels of water elementals. So you've got the small one, the middle one, the big one. This is the middle one, this isn't the big one. The big one, you don't want to know.
Thank heavens for small mercies.
The big one you don't want to know.
Eleanor is going to be curing for the rest of this battle.
I think so, probably.
As it's the end of the round, you can now decide what Cornet's doing and roll an initiative for him.
Yep, that's the end of a round, so it's going to be another round.
What's going on?
Well,
Oh, right.
the-
Oh, dear.
well,
Right,
wait,
fine. Oh, yes.
wait,
Elementals.
because the bear held his action. So does the bear want to do anything?
Hell no.
Right,
He
fair
has
enough.
survival instinct. He's not doing fuck all.
Okay.
We're guarding the rear.
Right, so let's start another round then. Is anyone going to change their initiative? And we'll get an initiative rolled for Cornaith.
Cornaith. Okay, let's add Cornaith in. I think Burning Hands might get him a bit too close, so we'll go with the Melph-Acid Arrow.
Yep.
Eleanor, I suppose she... Can she move and cast a cure?
Yeah, she can get half movement and cast cure.
Okay, so I think it's 5 segments, so I'll do a D10 plus 5 for her.
Okay. I've added second attacks for Bert and for Darrow. Somebody wants to put them on, fill them in.
I think yours touch, isn't it?
Well, Darrow's will be 15.
Peter?
Yeah.
What's Bert's
so
weapon
Cure-
speed?
Eleanor is on a 10,
So,
except I've gone and changed Darrow's initiative and not. Okay, Eleanor's on a 10. Darrow was on a 10.
Yep.
Wasn't he?
Okay. Would you add a second initiative for Sninky Nook? He may not use it this round, but he's going to have to. Everybody's insisting on.
Well, he wasn't in melee.
I know, but he is going to have to go into melee.
okay, I've added it.
Thank you so much. So that means we need to add longsword is speed 4. So add a 4 to that. 7. It's on there. Charlemagne's on there.
There's your turn order, folks. Kiara. Tammy, what's Kiara doing this round?
Staying the same.
Okay.
My magic.
You rolled for magic myself. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Just get to there.
I'm hating the look of Darrow's health bar, 25 out of 45 after one attack. That's not healthy.
Just think how I'm
Okay.
going to feel.
You're
Okay.
nervous just drawing that arrow, mate.
Okay, Sninky Nook will kind of shake his head and just charge in, leaping up to his waist in this water.
Yep.
Maybe knee height on you, mate. It's waist high on me.
Yeah, this is just a bit belly button on you. That's for flavour though. I'm not going to give you a -1 on your attacks.
Okay, I will swing with the old rapier.
Oh, that does hit it now.
Righty ho. And it's larger.
It's a larger creature,
20
yes.
foot tall.
Nah, like more like 10, 12 feet tall, sorry.
Okay.
I will bring
If it
up
puts its
a
arms up, yeah.
critical sheet so I can
10
do his
damage.
attack.
Wow, nice one. Sninky Nook cuts the water with its rapier, and where normally the water, when it moves and joins back together, here it doesn't, and a big splash comes off, like almost animated, like a a chunk of flesh coming off, almost as if it was a chunk of flesh coming off a monster. This piece of water comes off and it doesn't grow back. There's like a hole in where the wave forms. It's like there's a hole in it now.
I'll cut it off at the knees.
So Bert has 2 attacks this round because he's a specialist in battle axe.
Here's his first attack. He doesn't have the +1.
He's the only one that doesn't. Misses. Cornaith was casting Melf's acid arrow, is that right?
Oh, hold on. So I just hold it.
I assume he's got to go up the stairs a bit to do that.
What's the range on it?
Yeah.
The question is, can he actually see it? Because
No.
how high is this doorway, and can he see over the people? 'Cause
Nah, he's looking upstairs, so no.
Yeah, so he's going to have to move up.
Yep.
In order to be able to cast it. So he will kind of make his way past everybody and get to there. And next round he'll cast it.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, Kiara.
Hold on, because my whole fucking my whole Chrome just shut down.
Okay. No.
I can. So what do I have? 30 feet to cast. How close do I have to be to cast magic?
Oh no, I think you got longer than that on Magic Missile. The range is quite good on Magic Missile. You can definitely hit it from there. Now she's level
yeah,
6. How many bolts does her Magic Missile do? Is it still 2 or is it 3 now? It's 3, yeah?
3.
I thought
3.
3. Yeah, I had 3 already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If someone doesn't mind.
I'm
doing
I'm just checking the monster to see if it's got any resistance to Magic Missile. I don't think it does. It's definitely got some serious resistances though. Not to this though. So it will be full damage. 3d4 plus 3.
Yeah.
There's no save. It's an automatic hit. You roll 3d4 plus 3 for damage.
Know how to roll that?
Is roll 20 back or is it still deed?
No, it's deed. I'm sorry.
Alright,
Okay, I'll roll
someone roll that then.
3,
I don't know what happened actually.
3d4 plus 3 roll.
12 damage.
1.
So, 3 fizzing bolts of magic come shooting out of Kiara's hands, go and seem to go big chunks of water go up in smoke, big puffs of smoke as these things hit it for 12 damage. Now Slinkinuk, you've got your second attack.
Okay. With my +1 longsword.
Yep. Armor class 6. That's probably a miss. It is indeed. Eleonora, what is she doing then? She'll be healing, was it, Darrow?
Yeah, so she's gone to there, and I mentioned cure light rather than cure medium.
Okay.
He didn't know how badly injured he was.
Yep.
Looking somewhat squash.
Nice roll.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Nice roll when you need a nice roll.
Yeah, so that's a +8. And I have to go to her chemical sheet and mark
One spell used, yeah.
one spell used. +1 on miscellaneous.
That's a hit. Now, roll damage.
And it looks good to me.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Roll the damage. So, the axe seems to connect like a perfect strike, and it seems to go through this wave and cut it in half. But the wave this time, where you cut it in half, it does reform, as if no damage was done.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm wondering what did it.
One of those, is it? magic weapons or something to hit it, or something. Oh, right.
That is a magic weapon. That's a +1.
At least I've got something else. No, it's the magic weapon I use.
That's a +1 weapon he used, and it was ineffective.
I think it's slashing.
I look down at my +1 longsword and think, oh dear. I look at my +4 rapier and think, oh dear.
Well, anyway,
if I'm the only one who's hurting it, oh dear.
it's Bert's second attack this round.
So
Go for it, Bert.
I've got a good sword. I'll be there in a moment.
Bert has seen what happened with Arrow's axe.
Bert's got a lot of faith in his axe, though.
Probably a good axe.
I see what plus his axe is, and let's see what happens.
That's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything either way. Hand him a car, who actually has a chance to do something this round. What's she going to do, Trevor?
I don't think I can get all the way up there and have an attack, can I?
How far away are you?
I'm right down the bottom.
Have you got the measurement?
I don't know how to do that, actually.
Oh, not quite.
You see Trevor, you see the circle thing above the die in the toolbar on the left.
Oh yeah.
You click on that, and then you can stretch it out. You can place it on your character and stretch it to.
No, you would have to come to here anyway because there's already 3 facing. So you're talking, by the time you get through here, you're talking.
Yeah, I'll just have to get reasonably close, and so that I can attack next time. I think.
You can get as close as you like. Cause remember, you've got 120 feet of movement if you're not attacking.
Well, there's no point in getting within arm's length of the thing at this point. But
yeah. Get close enough so you can do it next round. Okay, you can move your character wherever you need to then. Okay, so now the water elemental has 3 targets. So I'm going to roll 1d6. It'll be 1-2 for Stinkynook, 3-4 for Bert, and 5-6 for Darrow. Stinkynook, you're being attacked.
Right, so I'm doomed.
You might be a little bit doomed. No offence, nothing personal. It's got a very good Thaco, this thing.
Oh, I know, and my armor class is rubbish.
ooh, nasty.
17
Ouch.
damage.
Down to 10.
And that's the end of the round.
Did Eckholt have his second blow?
Yes, because he went on 6 and 11. Did anyone roll his second attack? Or did we miss that?
That's what I'm wondering.
No, he did it. He did
Yeah,
it.
he did. Because I see that Darrow hits with an AC of 6 or worse using his or her battle axe +2. So yeah, you missed.
Yeah.
You rolled it for him. Okay, so I start another round. Be round 3. I haven't done this. I haven't changed the. This will be down to 4 now. Anybody need to change their initiative?
Yeah, Darrow realizes his axe is a waste of space, and Spiritual Hammer doesn't have a better plus. Let me again look at Darrow's equipment list in case there's a +2 weapon I've forgotten about.
This is when you need it.
I suspect he's got about 4 different +1 weapons, but no +2.
I could hand you my sword.
The sword, the other Bob a dwarven weapon.
You got 50 spoons, you need a knife.
Right. I think I may as well sheathe my longsword and just focus on with my rapier.
Can you get any... Is there any advantage to doing that for you? Because you can't use a rapier two-handed to get any advantage from it that way, can
no,
you?
you can't. No. Unless I can use my other action to a healing potion.
No, you don't have specialisation in drinking healing potions, you have specialisation in the sword.
That's what I need to take as my next specialisation.
Drinking healing potions.
Arrow is going to it's changing to casting a spell.
Okay.
I've seen one that looks interesting, which I'll bring up its description.
Please do.
Doing scanning the list in case there's something else.
This is where the clerics might have to think about what spells they can use. So,
That's why I'm looking at the spell list.
so somebody could be looking and thinking about Eleonora. Is there anything she can do here with a spell?
But someone's got to be doing curing.
Mm-hmm.
There's rare as a possibility, but I also saw aid, and I want to see what the definition of aid is in this.
It's not going to turn your weapon into a +2, that's for sure. Do you know what I just remembered? And now I shouldn't be giving you this because I just remembered this. A smart player should remember this. Bless, when cast on a weapon specifically, acts as a +1 enchantment on a weapon. So if you cast Bless on a +1 weapon, it's a +2 weapon for the duration of the spell. There you go, you can have that one for free, guys.
Okay, that's
I was going to ask.
That's a house rule on how you...
It's not. That's rules as written. If you look at the Bless spell, when cast on a weapon, it works as a +1 enchantment for the weapon. It doesn't say this only works on turning a non-magic weapon into a +1. It doesn't specify that. So, rules as written, you cast this on a +1 weapon, it becomes a +2 weapon for the duration of the spell.
That mean...
I'm
just looking at what aid does.
Right, Tammy, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask, does the same thing apply if I was to do enlarge? So I can enlarge someone's weapon. Does that give them bonuses?
No. You cast enlarge on a person.
If I was to cast...
When you cast enlarge on a person, they still
bigger,
get...
Do they get bonuses?
They get a plus... No, they get a plus percentage on their damage. It doesn't give pluses to their attacks. And it wouldn't make a weapon... It wouldn't put an enchantment on a weapon, no.
Would it give it extra damage if it hit, though?
It would give the person extra damage when they hit with the weapon, not the weapon specifically. You cast it on a person or creature.
Okay.
So if you allow blessing his weapon to do an extra plus...
I do.
That's what Arrow's going to do then.
And I've gave you that for free. So yeah, a +1 on a bless on a +1 weapon for the duration of the spell will turn it into a +2 weapon.
Yeah. Unfortunately, aid says it duplicates the effect of bless. And then for additional hit point. So Eleonora is looking, and now she thinks the next person she cures could be Sneaky Nook. And she's going to be doing the second level cure instead of the first.
Okay, so you need to roll initiative for the different spell then, and you'll need to roll initiative for the spell for Darrow.
Yeah, so... Arrow...
Casting Drop on Holy Might.
Arrow going bless, is that I think it's a 1. I think the reason that's a high number is it takes a full round to cast.
What, bless?
Yeah. I put 99 in.
But you've not used Barrackham's Blessing, you can just use Barrackham's Blessing on initiative +1.
Okay, but I can use Barrackham's Blessing.
It's exactly same. Yep, it's exactly same as a bless spell. So cast that on a weapon that's +1, it'll turn into a +2.
And I'm just looking for the casting time
1.
of a spell
What was she casting? Remind me. Sorry.
or moderate wounds,
Oh, cure moderate wounds. Yeah.
which is the same casting time as cure light wounds.
Nice.
So does that count as a new action or not?
Nah, just leave it. It's fine. I don't know why Eleanor's sitting at 108. What was she on before?
7, I think. No, 10. 10. She's on 10. She is on 10. The 108 was. So for Darrow, I need to. So Darrow's initiative is D10
+1.
plus 1. So. Should be 1 D10 plus 1, and then I'll change it manually.
Nice roll. You're gonna take your second one out. Am I taking out Stinky Nook's second attack, David? Just leave it in for now.
Leave it in for the time being.
Okay.
I'll keep holding the sword. If anybody's capable of blessing it, that would be great. But
And once we're
I'm
finished,
used to using 2 weapons, and to be honest, I'd probably feel unbalanced. So I'll stick with 2 weapons.
okay. And once we're finished doing initiative, then we'll take our half-time break. Because it's 10 to 9.
Yeah.
So any other changes then? Kiara, what's Kiara doing, Tammy?
I rolled again for second magic missile.
Alright, okay. You don't need to roll again, but that's fine.
I don't know.
Nah,
It
no,
was
if
more
it's-
for myself because then it's the 2 of them off my sheet for my ones that I've done today.
Ah, right, yeah, cool. That's cool. So, I'll reorder everybody.
That's my fault.
And we'll start round 3 after the break.
Hello.
Who's going to kill you?
They were just trying to decide what Eleonora should be doing. Would she be better blessing her weapon and striking, or casting prayer, or casting healing?
Yeah,
The general consensus was healing. And I said, yeah, another one of those will kill me.
Oh, that holy water's feeling a bit useless now, eh? Against this water elemental.
If only we could have a bottle of holy fire or something.
Are you ready, Tammy? Is that everybody back?
Yeah.
Happy days. Right, so we'll crack on then. So, I've reordered the initiative, it's round 3. This time we start with Darrow, and you're casting Barrington's Blessing on your Great Axe.
Oh, the Great Axe, I mean.
I love it. Right, I'll need to mark that as well, how many rounds that lasts.
6.
So Darrow does the all too familiar Barrington's Blessing spell, but instead of casting it on himself and his companions, he casts it specifically on his Great Axe. And Stinky Nook, it's your turn.
I will swing with my +4 rapier again.
This is one where you can hurt it.
Yes, I know.
Not if you,
If I hit armor class 9.
not if you do that with it now. So Bert, who's rolling his attacks? He has 1 this round, eh?
Yeah,
Doing that,
I
Peter?
will roll for him. Let's see whether it's 4th time lucky.
I'm beginning to doubt his ability.
Well, out of game, he's a level 6 fighter or level 7 fighter. I think 6. So he's higher level than most of you, just.
He's out of practice, though.
Yeah, he's a bit rusty, eh? Cornaith. What's he doing?
Casting his Melf's Acid Arrow.
Ooh.
Second.
Okay, so you've got to roll a hit roll as if he was a fighter of his level.
Yep. Well, let's roll and see whether it's worth doing.
Whether it's worth doing the calculation, just roll a d20, I suppose. 12. Is it worth it?
Probably not.
Armor class 2.
What What's its
Hold on,
dexterity?
Can we explain this as we're going a little bit?
Okay,
just
yeah,
so
so
we can absolutely know.
when you cast Melf's Acid Arrow, unlike Magic Missile where it's an automatic hit, Melf's Acid Arrow you have to make an attack roll. But you don't make an attack roll
Yeah.
with the attack roll abilities of a mage of your level. You'd make the attack roll with the attack abilities of a fighter of your level. So,
Okay.
is it?
Underneath level 6.
Okay. Cornaith is
5.
level 5.
Is it?
Yeah,
You sure?
plus
You sure it's not
2
4?
He might be 4 actually because he was like so slow.
Sorry, yes, sorry, my apologies. He's just level 4.
Level 4.
My apologies. So he's level 4,
So
but he has plus 2 on his dex.
So it's Taco 17, Taco 15,
No.
Less.
Bless.
Less.
Oh, sorry, yes.
14.
He's got plus as well.
So he's got to hit armor
yep.
class 2. So what does he hit? He hits it.
He hit armor class 2. Just.
It's a hit. Now, there's no... It's magical acid damage, because I'm just trying to think, is acid going to damage water? No, but it's magical acid, so yes, it does. There's no resistance to this spell, so roll the damage. What I would say is that the acid doesn't stick because it's water, and there'll be no recurring damage the second round.
Okay, fine.
That sound realistic?
Yep, that's fine. So that's 2d4 points of damage.
Yep.
Dum-de-dum. 2d4 points of damage. 5 points of damage.
Okay. So, like I said, the acid will do magical damage to the water elemental, but it doesn't stick. The acid doesn't stick to anything because it's water, so there's no recurring damage next round like there would be on 95% of other victims to that spell. And I think even that was generous. Kiara.
Yeah.
She's casting Magic Missile again, eh?
Fucking right, shit.
Right, you just need to roll 3d4 plus 3 then.
Three. Connect. Doing this.
Hold on. You wanted someone else to do it?
No. I'm saying that I can. Plus 3, 2.
3d4 plus 3. Because it's 1d4 plus 1 times 3. 10 damage. So, it looks fairly weakened now. Snakenik, that would have been your second attack, but you aren't using that
Yeah.
longsword, right?
It doesn't appear to be doing any damage, so no.
Eleonora is doing healing, right?
Yeah.
Who's she healing?
He moves a little bit.
Okay.
And
Cool.
Ooh,
That's
3
unfortunate.
points of damage. Thank you very much, Eleonora.
So you heal 3 hit points. Bert doesn't have a second attack this round. And a Makar.
Right. From there, can I move round the back of it and get a strike?
Absolutely, yeah. And you can do that unhindered, so you don't get any attacks of opportunity. You can get round there and get the +2 from being behind it, yes.
Yep. One of us might as well.
yeah.
We're past Eleonora, so that goes down to 3.
And let's see. So I roll to hit, so I get
You've got +1 from Bless,
+1 and +2 at the back.
+2 from being behind it.
So +3 in all.
That's a hit. Now you
That's
have
a
got
hit.
a +2 weapon.
Yes, and it's larger than man size, isn't it?
Yes, it's a large creature.
Do I get any bonuses for... The best is only to hit, isn't it?
Only
Or is
on
it
to
damage?
hit, yeah. No, not on to damage.
No extra bonuses.
9 damage.
With the magical enchantments on your sword seem to be enough, and as this one cuts through the wave, whereas before it joined back together, it doesn't. The two halves of the wave fall apart separately. The water splashes up around your chests, around your chins, and then settles. And there's no more movement
You
in
killed
the
it.
water. He killed
Ooh.
it.
Yeah. Ooh.
You made that look easier than I thought you were going to, actually.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for us to be like properly wiped out there.
I do like this sword.
Well, sneaky look at the man car would certainly both potentially within a hit of being killed, or at least not negative.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, it did 20 damage on its first hit on you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Stinky look. That hurt.
Well, it was a wave of water. It hit you so hard that water did 20 points of damage. So yeah, it's a heavy hit from this wave. But yeah, it seems to be dead.
Sure, it's not regenerating.
Yes, let's get out of the pool.
Yes. And then I shall tear a strip off Bert for charging up and causing us all to have to go and fight in that pool, which could have been its source, rather than drawing it down the stairs into the open where we could surround it.
Bert's got fire in his eyes. He's like, look around you. This is a cursed place, an evil place. We need to bring the walls down. We need to bring the ceiling down in here. We need to clear everything out here.
Reason for your brain to disappear out of your ears, mate.
Yes, if you're going to bring the ceiling down, don't do it on our heads, thank you.
Exactly.
Let's just quickly search these boxes in case there's anything useful.
Okay, in one of them there seems to be just some food. Most of it's gone off actually, and in the other one there is a couple of things of interest. Let me just grab my notes. I think it may only just be one thing of interest. Is it as little as that?
Rolling in the meantime.
Oh no, there's two things of interest. Excuse me. So there is.
We have a bowl of common water elementals.
No, there is.
Traditionally, you always find the thing dealing with the monster you've just killed.
No, there are the deeds to 3 mines. A chest of gems. Lots of them. Lots and lots of gems. A big, well, not a big chest, but you know, like a small chest, but it's full of
Casket.
it's full of valuable gems, yeah.
Right.
And some scrolls, some magical scrolls.
Well,
How many? I'm not going to bother looking at them.
1, 2, 3.
3.
okay, well I'll gather them up and I'll bring them round while the healing is going on.
Oh, and a book as well. Sorry. So the 3 scrolls and the book.
What's the bit?
I'm not sure I want to look at this book and look inside this book.
It looked like a spell book.
The book has leather bindings, and it has like, you know, sticking out. So obviously embossed under the leather, it's got something, and it's got sticking out on the front of it the shape of a skull.
Yeah.
Could be dirt
Ooh,
fingers.
let's open it. Let's open it.
No!
Not
It could have a curse
Let
on
me
it.
see it.
It
Let
could
me
have
see
a
it.
it could have a magic rune on it to curse you.
So I'll
If
check it. I'll check it out.
You don't want to get cursed again like last time,
Do
do
you
you?
remember what happened yesterday?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Can I look at them gems? I'll look at them gems instead. I'll check them out.
Do you have the appraisal non-weapon proficiency?
No, and I'm making sure she's not slipping any into her pockets either.
Yeah.
We're all watching very carefully.
Mm. There's red ones, green ones, blue ones, purple ones, black ones, white ones, all sorts of gems.
For all of us, guys. I would share when we got back. I'm just dealing with the sheriff, I think. Essentially.
Right.
Right.
Sneaking up.
Do I need to drink another of my potions?
I'm going to roll three first level jewels on you.
Thank you.
What are you doing with the book?
I think wrap it up, and I'll probably think about dousing it in holy water, but we'll just wrap it up and keep it away from both of the mages.
Yes, I think.
Curiosity killed the mage.
Who's carrying it?
Shepard
Who has it?
well, I picked
I'll
them up.
carry it.
All right.
Sorry, best if one of the priests carries it. They might
Yeah,
be able
perhaps.
to keep the
Give it
evil
to
under
Cornet.
control.
Cornet can take it.
No,
No, we're not trusting a mage with a magic book.
Anyway,
The temptation might be too much.
16. In fact, I'll do a 4.
I need to know
Hang on
who's
a
taking the
second.
book.
16 fully
Oh, I
cures
wanna-
me.
No.
16 fully cures me.
I'm keeping my hands closed on the book tightly.
That's because I'm so excited to find out what it does. Ah.
So you're hanging on
Yeah.
to it. And the man car's hanging on.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up. Perhaps we should put it in Darrow's backpack, because dwarves are resistant to magic, aren't they?
Yep.
He's probably resistant to temptation as well.
He's your best bet of that, I think. Darrow, what are you saying about that? Are you willing to carry it?
Okay. And I just want to finish some of the paperwork.
Yeah, so we'll wrap it in a sack or whatever we can find to hand, and I'll put it in his backpack for him, since it'll save him taking it off.
Okay, Darrow would find if he puts it in his backpack that it weighs very, very heavy on his back, and that he would actually be lowered to the next encumbrance rate for movement. And any penalties that come with it if he's carrying it.
I don't. I
Well,
think we should destroy it.
Put it on
Anyway,
the,
I'm still doing some paperwork.
what else can we do with it? Oh, I know.
We can
for
always
the bear
strap
to
it. We
carry
can
it.
strap it onto Charlemagne. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Thank you, Nick. I like it. I like your thinking.
And then keep Kiara away from Charlemagne.
So,
Oh no, I meant like for practicality's sake.
so who's going? So practicality's sake, who's going to do that? Who's going to put it on the bear?
Does it feel heavy when I carry it?
Feels normal when you carry it.
Yes.
Ooh.
Maybe it doesn't like clerics.
Paperwork done.
I'm still just doing some.
Okay, so who's putting the book onto the bear's pack?
I will assist Adamankar to put it. Hang on a second. We don't want whatever's in this book to possess the bear, do we? And have the bear start attacking us.
No. I mean, I presume I don't feel
Well, I
any
have to-
ill effects from touching
Well,
it.
I'm prepared to carry it. I am at least magic resistant
Yes, okay, that seems
to a
sensible
certain
to me.
level.
Seems sensible to me.
So Stinky, you're putting it on the bear.
No, I will carry the book.
You're going to carry
On
the book.
second thoughts, we don't want to put the book on the bear because it stands a chance. It might, it possibly possess the bear and have it attack us.
So you're putting it in your pack.
I am going to put it in my pack.
Okay. It doesn't weigh you down like it did with Darrow.
Yeah. But I'm not a priest.
I think it should be destroyed when we get to a suitable place.
I assume somebody's taking the little chest full of gems.
Yes, well, perhaps we should put that in Darrow's pack instead. See whether that weighs him down.
What's that? The
Chest of gems.
So yeah, it's gonna weigh a lot. Let's say it's gonna be £10 in weight of gems plus the chest. So like you will have to consider it in your encumbrance for the time being. It's heavy. It's a lot.
I assume he's quite strong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
well, that we could actually put on the bear's pack saddle.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to know the logistics of where these things are if you're carrying them out of here.
No, sorry, I'm like, that's what he's got his harness for.
In particular, the
Hold
book.
him up.
Okay. What weight is the book?
Well, it's pretty heavy because of the something embossed under the leather. Let's say it's going to be what's the weight of a normal spellbook? £1. If a normal spellbook is £1, this is 2. But when Darrow carries it, it seems to be 50.
Okay.
I think it should be destroyed. And when Eleanor carries it, it's also 50.
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It weighs her down as well.
Okay. I'll carry it, and that
Burn
adding
it.
it to my other stuff, I'm still within my base encumbrance. Thank God.
Okay, so you're carrying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
As you look around the room, you see nothing more than a round circular room, which is a lot higher than the other rooms, hence the pillars, and domed at the top, like a round dome, but some of the bits are cracked away, just like the walls in most of the places. This place has been long abandoned, just like the rest of this whole building that you found here down underneath the mine. The only signs of life here are the water elemental that came from this pool, and the stuff that you found that you presume belonged to Dirtfingers. And that's it.
Yep.
And 9 skeletons laid out on the floor pointing north.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Can I suggest that we move the skeletons over to one side just in case there's some ritual significance? Can you say say a prayer over each of them to?
Over there.
Pardon?
We can say a prayer over them of some
Yeah.
sort.
I'll climb in and kick around the base of the pool and see if there's anything in the bottom of the pool as well.
Okay.
Just don't stir up any more elementals.
Righty ho. Shall we carry on down?
Now let me roll a percentage chance for there to be something random in there. Let me say like 5% there's something there, right?
Yep.
No, let me say 25% there's something there, and then I'll do another percentage roll to see how interesting it is, right? If there's something there, okay? I like rules.
Fair enough. 25% is the corpse of the last person who came in here.
25 for the first one. Yeah. 25% there's something there. And then I'll roll a percentage dice to see how interesting it is.
Fair enough.
Bit of the ceiling.
Oh no, there's definitely some of that in there. Waiting.
You see-
The suspense is killing me.
In the meantime, we'll lay out the skeletons in.
Okay, as you go to move the skeleton.
Mhm.
Nah, nothing. I'm just winding you up. That one's. Nah, nothing happens when you move the skeleton.
Fair enough.
Like, I guess in one or two instances, like a leg snaps off or whatever. But yeah, no, nothing happens when you move the skeletons.
Yeah, it was neglectful of Dirtfingers not to have animated the 9 of them as part of his army.
But maybe that's because it wasn't him. Maybe there's.
Yeah. So they probably have ritual significance.
Because he's got because the title deeds were in here.
Yes. And probably his spell book. And quite possibly his treasury.
It's a lot of gems. You've not appraised the value of them, but in mass, it's a lot.
I'm sorry, we're in a combat situation. We're hunting evil priests and such like. Now's not the time to start setting up shop.
Actually, I think...
Focus, people, focus! We've got evil to destroy.
With and some of it's in that spell book.
Yes, we'll deal with the spell book, all in due course.
And holy water on it would be a good start.
It might be better to take it to a good temple and deal with it there. Opening it and trying to deal with it in an evil place, not such a good idea.
Right.
For all we know, there's an evil spirit in there that'll possess the first person who opens it if it's not done safely. Right, I think we best head down to the trapdoor, hadn't we? Gentle beings?
Whoa, stop. Snaky Nook, stop.
Yep.
Because as soon as you step back over that same threshold, the same one that activated the water golem,
Yep.
your backpack explodes.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Now, what's the save? What would you roll for save versus a fireball? Because I want the same save for half damage.
Okay.
Well,
Well, first of all, is it a magical effect?
It's a magical explosion.
Fine. So, my magic resistance. First of all,
Give me a brief rundown how your magic resistance works.
it's inherent. Gnomes are inherently magic resistant.
No. I mean, this is an explosion that's triggered by magic. It's fire damage. It's fire.
The fire's real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the fire's
fire-
real.
Ah,
It's
right.
magic that created it. It's a spell. It is a spell or a ward or whatever. But the fire is real. Yeah, there's no magic resistance to the damage. I'm afraid there's a saving throw for half, whatever the appropriate save for a fireball spell would have been. It's not going to be the same effects as a fireball.
Well, in that case, if it's presumably breath weapon rather than spell.
Yep.
one thing to clarify.
It's like a reaction save.
Various items, when carried by gnomes, simply don't function.
Yeah. Now, actually,
John,
now, because it's on your back, it's in your backpack, and it's behind you, and you don't see it happening, you're not gonna get the saving throw. Sorry. It's been too lenient there. Cornaith and Kiara, who are in the blast area, they are going to get a saving throw for half damage.
Okay.
So would I roll?
Save versus breath weapon.
Where did I get that?
Coronaith will save us.
Character sheet up at the top.
Yeah.
Save versus breath weapon. And you've got +1 on... No, you don't have +1 on saves from Bless. That's only against fear saves, isn't it? Or is it all
Bless
saves?
would be worn off
don't know.
anyway.
The best roll or not.
Yeah, it would be,
By the
yeah.
time we finish that. So this is breath weapon. Okay.
gnomes get bonuses against spells anyway, against magical.
Did that work?
Hang on a second.
Success.
Coronaith.
Success, yeah, you rolled a 2.
Yes.
Now that was a save for half damage. Because you rolled the critical, the natural 20, I'm going to say you managed to jump out of the way and take 0 damage.
Yes. Thank you.
Because you rolled a 20.
Nope, Coronaith fails to save.
Cornaith is going to take the full damage. So,
Oh, we're going to have to scrape him off the floor.
What about the... Oh, it's okay. The bear's further back, isn't he? He doesn't have to... Would the bear have to roll?
no, it's only a small blast.
Okay, cool.
You take no damage because of your critical success on the save. Cornaith and Snake Nook are going to take the full 9. Look at that roll. Oh, you got a fucking light, gentlemen. 9 damage from the explosion.
Can we have a
Coronaith,
priest?
Coronaith almost collapses.
Can we have a priest over here, please?
That should have
Fortunately
been
not.
that should have been really hairy, difficult times for Cornaith there, but
Right.
Poured holy water over it.
Okay, do I need to start rolling saving throws?
for the items in your bag.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, you do. So, have a look at whatever. I think it's the Dungeon Master Guide, actually. Have a look and find the saving. What items are in your backpack? Because you're going to have to roll.
I'm just going to have to go down.
Your backpack doesn't get a saving throw. That is destroyed.
Okay, backpack's dead. My
Destroyed.
spare breeches are in there.
They're not getting a saving throw. They're flammable. No saving throw. They're gone.
Okay, my spare tunic's in there.
Gone.
That's gone. My writing ink in a little bottle.
I'll give you a saving throw for it.
Okay, this is probably glass saving. Hang on a second.
Might be alright with that roll.
Let me just dig out my DMG and find out where it is.
Well, at least Darrow doesn't have to worry about destroying it now.
So, Cornaith's down to 2 hit points, right?
This is of
Snake Nook's down
glass.
to 18.
So saving throw versus. This is normal fire, correct?
Okay, so this would be a good time. Tammy wants a wee explanation on saving throws, right? So if you look at your character sheet, now that's just an example because we're doing items, but if you look at your character sheet, and on the top right, you've got saving throws for 5 different things. So, versus death magic versus spell.
If to like explain, because see when you done that roll before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know, slow everything up.
Trouble.
And
No trouble.
it was six d4s that you rolled, and it was a really shitty roll because you got really low numbers on each d4 dice.
Yep.
So that stuff, it took me ages, like from playing and not understanding dice rolls, to pick up why that's such a shitty throw.
Yeah.
So like when you guys
so-
are doing your saving throws against
Yep,
these,
yep.
that's like a really good time to
Okay, so
explain.
your saving throws, you see the list of 5 numbers. Those 5 numbers will get lower as you level up. That's the number you've got to roll on a d20 to make that save. So I'm looking at Darrow's sheet, for example, top line. Paralysation, poison or death magic. His target is 9 and he's got a +2. He's also got a +4 for any poisons because of being a dwarf. So he rolls a dice, he adds 2. If it's a poison, he adds 4, and if it's 9 or more, he makes the save. So it's a high roll you want on saves. At the moment, Snaky Nook is rolling saving throws for the items in his backpack. So in the rules, it's got saving throws for glass items, wood items, and he's going to do that.
It's table 29 on purpleworm.org.
Okay, I'll let you...
So this is normal fire. So the saving throw for a glass item against normal fire.
It's not fire though; it's an explosion. So that's worse than fire for glass, isn't it?
Crushing blow.
Yeah, let's give it. Is that worse for glass than fire? Because I want to get. Yeah, it needs.
Saving throws are 20.
Yeah. So you need to roll a 20.
But then the cloth's perfectly okay, because against a crushing blow, cloth doesn't suffer a problem.
Ah, right. Yeah, but we can't. Yes, we can't use that. Okay, so just use it against normal fire. Then make the roll against normal fire.
Okay, saving throw against normal fire for glass would be a 4.
Right, but it's an explosion, so with a penalty. So a -5 penalty, so 9.
5, so that's 9. So the ink's gone. The papyrus.
Right, roll for that. That's good. That's fucked. Does that even get?
I won't even bother rolling.
That doesn't get a saving throw against fire. No. Gone.
Okay.
If the clothes don't get a saving throw, the papyrus certainly does not get a saving throw.
Okay. Right. I've got 5 scroll. Actually, in actual fact, the papyrus is in scroll cases because I've got 5 scroll cases.
Ooh, right. Give the scroll case a saving throw then.
Well, let's roll it and see if it's worth worrying about for a start.
Yep.
So.
No.
1. So that's failed. So the scroll cases have gone as well.
Yep.
It was worth a shot though.
Yeah.
Belt, not the belt pouch. Not the knives.
This is fun destroying everything in your backpack.
The healing potions are in my belt pouch. My winter blanket.
Aww.
I'm probably going to need a new winter. Yes, I need a new winter blanket.
Yeah, you do. You got anything left?
Yes. There's an unidentified ring in there, which I've never actually had identified.
Where did you get it? Remind me.
Ooh.
Hang on a second. Oh, for God's sake. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's times that like if people are keeping
No,
secrets.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to rewrite all that little lot because that's... I was going down Coordinate's character sheet. Oh, no.
You're on the wrong... No way, you're on the wrong character sheet.
Yeah, well this is bad enough. All
Slow
right.
clap everybody for David.
Okay.
F in the chat for David.
Backpack's gone. Compass.
Right, what's a compass made of in these medieval fantasy times? Because it's not...
It's basically a jar with a suspended magic needle inside.
Glass saving throw.
Sorry, magnetic needle. So it is glass.
Glass saving throw.
That's going to fail. Yep, that's failed.
So no more compass. This is fun.
Oh no! Silk ropes.
Silk rope, okay.
They're quite dense. They wouldn't necessarily burn. Silk's not that flammable.
Yeah, it's dense. Like it's not going to be gone in an instant, like paper.
He gets to slowly watch it burn.
Yeah. Or we get to watch him jump about on it and try and put it out.
And dive in the pool.
Throw it into a dead element or dead water elemental, yeah.
Yeah, I can toss it into the pool. And against crushing blow, that's probably okay, but the fire would probably set fire to it. So we'd have to chuck it in the pool to try and save it. My thieves' picks are in my belt pouch. Tinderbox. Oh,
There's a tinderbox in your backpack.
there's a tinderbox in my backpack.
Oh, jeez.
Oh dear.
Well, the box is probably alright.
Yes, that's gone.
That's
Oh
gone.
no, the box has gone as well.
Oh, yeah, that's gone.
Oh damn. There's an oil flask in there.
Oh, right. Oh, now it gets interesting. So, roll a glass saving throw to see if the flask of oil explodes.
I don't think that's going to be glass. Oil flasks are normally pottery.
Well, okay.
So saving throw against normal fire would be 2, so it needs a 7.
Right, roll it.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so
thank God that one's
your pottery, it doesn't, your pot of oil, explosive pot of oil, doesn't explode with the explosion of the spell book, but with there being no backpack left, it drops to the ground. So, does it break?
Oh dear.
Does it?
So we now need to roll and see.
Save and throw for
breaks.
crush and blow. For
But
that.
does it get hurled away from him by the force of the explosion?
Well, let's see if it makes this save first.
14, and that's pottery against a crushing blow. Needs an 18. So that smashes on the floor.
So that smashes on the ground and explodes. How much damage is that?
Well, that one I do get a saving throw against.
Yep.
Saying it automatically explodes.
Oh, because there's fire. There's a big fire, but there's a 10-foot fireball.
Yeah, it's a fireball. It's just made essentially made like a.
This is happening in an instant.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't hit the ground in an instant.
Yeah, but the fire's still there in the 0.01 seconds it takes for it to hit the ground.
Yeah, so it probably sets fire to the oil, but it doesn't explode.
Yeah.
What's the damage if you throw that at somebody and it bursts in flames?
Yeah, like have you guys ever like?
That's if you do it as a Molotov cocktail.
Okay, so how much does standing in it burning on the ground do in one round? Because it's dropping on you. It's dropping at your feet.
Yeah. But I'm going to do my damnedest to get out of the way.
Okay, so what save have you got against this?
I don't know. Probably a dexterity save or something. Well, hang on a second. This was an explosion, and it was an explosion. It wasn't just a kind of sudden poof of flame.
No,
yes?
no, an explosion in your backpack. And this thing.
What does an explosion in my backpack do to a 3-foot tall gnome?
It sends you flying forwards, I guess.
So I'm probably going to have to make a save against crushing blow against hitting the wall. Actually falling down the stairs.
Make a dex check to stay on your feet.
Okay.
With a penalty.
10.
Oh, you made it with a penalty.
My dex isn't that great.
What is it?
16. Oh, it's better than I
Oh
thought.
no, yeah, you make that save so you don't fall on your face from the explosion. Remember, it was only a 9 points damage explosion. It wasn't a huge explosion. But what I'm saying is, this flask of oil dropping from your bag into an area that's just had an explosion 0.1 seconds earlier, the flask of oil then goes in flames. So I want to know how much damage is that. It's not just it slowly burns on the ground. There is an instant where there's a big poof of flame.
I don't need to worry about saving throws for the rest of it. My 2 boxes of cigars have landed in a patch of burning oil.
Your mushroom cigars?
Yes.
Oh, no way.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to stand there and sniff them as they burn.
I want to know how much damage you're taking from this from the secondary explosion, though.
Okay.
It's not secondary like a round later, it's secondary like an
yeah,
instant
this
later,
is-
eh?
Yeah. This is the thing of
When
oil.
you were saying he was blowing forward.
No, he made a dex save to not. Because he would have went flying down the stairs into Kiara if he didn't.
I'm so glad you
Well, it
didn't.
doesn't stop me being blown forwards. It just stops me falling down the stairs.
Nah, it was only a 9 hit points explosion. It wasn't a huge explosion. You managed to stay on your feet.
Okay.
But
Let me
any
look up
item that
damage
doesn't
and-
instantly go up in flames from your backpack certainly drops out of it and onto the floor. See, this flask of oil does
Where
explode.
does it talk about flasks of oil?
Explode in the sense that a Molotov cocktail explodes, yes. Because it's dropping onto the ground into flames.
Remember,
Grenade-like missiles, oil,
Remember-
pint, oil, a light, 3-foot diameter.
remember things in a gnome's pack only drop about a foot.
It broke.
Okay.
Try me as many ways as you like, and I like that one as a good one. But it's breaking and it's exploding.
Okay. Does it count as splash or direct hit?
A splash. It's not a direct hit. It's dropping on the floor directly underneath you. It's gonna like tickle your balls with flames though.
In that case, that's 1 to 3 points of damage.
They're only about 9 inches off the ground. Remember.
So
You
it's
just got a
1
fresh
to 3
trim.
points of damage.
Okay, roll that then. You can roll it. See how much more
Thank
damage you take.
So much. Okay, half a d6. 1 point of damage.
Oh, you got lucky there. Right, okay. Any more items in your backpack I need to destroy?
1 second.
Apart from the cigars.
Let's save the cigars for
cigars.
last.
You're savouring this, I can tell.
I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, you guys have had it easy for
Yes.
ages. You got it easy with that
Uh,
elemental. That should have killed at least
Bullseye
one of you.
lantern.
A bullseye lantern.
Yeah.
Was it full of oil?
Well, no, I don't carry it full of oil.
Not
Okay.
on.
So that's just a metal and glass lantern. That's probably smashed the glass.
Yep. Make a saving throw for glass.
The metal's okay, but the glass... Oh, the glass is also okay.
Oh, you got lucky and it landed on the metal bit and bounced and landed on the flat bottom.
Okay, so that's okay. Fishing hooks are probably okay.
Yeah, your fishing hooks would be fine.
But the fishing line...
Does that get a saving throw against fire?
Well, it's not the... No, it doesn't.
No, it does not. It certainly does not. Now with that, I should punish you with that one. Like it pings off and like wraps around somebody's neck or something. But nah, you've got it bad enough here. No, it's gone. The fishing line is gone.
Okay. The mushroom wine's in the cart. Rather than mine.
You wouldn't lie to me now, would you, David?
No.
Good. I know you wouldn't.
As are the 3 quizzes of goblins' arrows. Now, I've got 4 things of holy water at my belt and 5 in my backpack.
Right. So make 5 saving throws for glass.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
It's because it's holy.
Nice. Look at that holy water. Look at that. Now, unfortunately, you need to make saving throws for impact when they hit the ground.
And this is a fall. Yes.
Yeah, fall hitting the ground. A glass bottle hitting the ground, isn't it?
Okay. And so that is a glass bottle. Fall needs a 14.
So they need 14s this time round.
So that's 1 fail.
Smash. Smash.
Second fail.
Oh, that one,
One okay.
that one lands on its base. That one
That's
does as
okay.
well.
And that one does.
You managed to bottle flip 3 of them. 3 of them land okay. Glass bottles land on the floor okay. This is some pretty holy water, right? This is holy water
Oh,
plus
yeah.
1.
Yeah.
That's what should have been the same save then for the oil.
No, because it was clay rather than glass.
Pottery, yeah.
But
Right. I also have the potion of scentlessness. So that.
Would you have had that on your belt or in the pocket or
No,
something?
that's in my backpack. I know what's on my belt, and that wasn't on my belt, I'm afraid.
Trevor, if you don't mind, could you go back and push to talk, please? Because of the clicking noise, whatever it is. It's a bit funny.
So
Thank you.
So the potion makes it save against the explosion, and it also makes it save against the fall. Thank God for that.
Oh, your potion made it.
Yep.
Well, and the three
Potion of
bottles of holy water made it through an explosion and a fall impact.
Yep, as did a potion of scentlessness.
So we've just invented holy water +1, basically.
I've got a bag of smelly spice that I bought.
Yep.
That is going to have quite a high saving throw.
Yeah, that's
failed.
Oh yeah, that's gone.
That's
Right. And I've got the big platinum necklace with the very large ruby.
Ooh.
Well, that's hard metal.
Yep, it's hard metal, platinum.
Yeah. So that is going to be a saving throw of 2.
It's going to be all right.
Against the fire and 3 against the fall.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Doesn't even need to make the one against the fall because you're only a gnome. It's not falling far. Yeah, okay. Yep. That's just against the explosions. Enough for that.
Okay. Right. Okay. There's also the deeds to the 3 mines which I'd put in my backpack.
Make saving throws for them. What are they? Paper?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, they're paper. They're deeds.
Are they paper or are they parchment?
Parchment. It would be parchment.
Okay. Because that...
Did you put them in a scroll case or anything? No?
No. Well, what were they in?
That was unfortunate. They weren't in anything.
Okay, so...
They're just in the chest with the gems.
In that case... Well, if they're in the chest with the gems, they're in the chest with the gems.
Okay, I'll give you that then. Sadaro's got.
Tell me they were separate.
No. If I didn't mention it, I'm sorry. They would have been just sitting rolled up on top of the gems in that little chest. That is wealth.
In which case we leave it in the chest.
So they're in Darrow's backpack, so they don't need to make a save. That was lucky.
Okay. Right. That's your lot.
Was that your backpack destroyed?
My backpack's destroyed. Yes.
Okay, children.
The cigars! I kind of reach into the flames to try and rescue the boxes. And
What kind of saving throw are we going to give your boxes of cigars? Right, let's see if the box made of wood. Let's make a saving throw for wood.
It's going to be it's wood thin. So against fire, it's got a save of 9.
Okay. Good luck.
First box.
Saved.
12. Second box. 4.
Oh no! So the second box, the flame, the strong impact of flame is enough to burn through it quick enough that the cigars scatter all over the place, and are all over the floor, and they're okay. So
in the burning oil.
So in game terms now, we come out of like we would have been initiative there. Things were happening, like this happened 0.1 seconds later. Now it's like the camera like speeds back up. We go back into normal time. Everything's scattered across the floor, burnt and in bits. Your one box of cigars, they are scattered about and they are now burning up in this burning oil that's on the floor. So what do you want to do?
What's that awful smell?
I'm rescuing the box which hasn't kind of got damaged from the burning
to
oil.
You nonce.
If I need to take an extra point of damage, I will.
Okay, let's say to rescue that you do take an extra point of damage, but you manage to rescue it. To the rest of you non-snifferblin, it does smell disgusting, I guess. A box of burning mushroom cigars burning on a patch of lamp oil.
Okay, now the question is this the full box of 10 or the partial box of 6? This is another important roll.
You flip a coin, yeah, so...
Odd it's the full box of 10 that I've saved.
Okay.
Even it's the box of 6. It's the box of 6.
Well, you saved.
That I saved.
So out of 16, you've got 6 left.
I've got 6 Cigars.
You just became a much less wealthy Snurf Verblin.
Oh, dear, oh dear.
So yeah, a couple of explosions later, a couple of healing spells later.
I'm going to have to go and tuck these other bits and pieces
So-
into
so-
Charlemagne's saddle packs, I'm afraid.
So Bert's anger in his eyes just seems to grow. Excuse me, it seems to grow more and more with every second that's passing. He's abhorred by this place. This is far more than he thought he was dealing with. He's. And when he talks to you, he'll say, "We need to destroy this place, and anything and anyone down here needs to be destroyed with it."
The Dwagar.
I think I'd probably better head to the surface.
He looks at Darrow. He looks at Darrow and he says, "The Durgar, they're evil dwarfs, right? There's no good Durgar, right?" And he's like, it's like he's trying to justify what he's already planned in his head, and he's already just planned, and he's got it all planned out in his head. He's just going to slaughter everything he sees, and he's just trying to justify that, make sure there's no like moral ramifications of that.
In Darrow's world, are there such things as good Dwagar?
No, not in your world, no. Not as a dwarf. You've certainly never heard such a thing. If somebody said that around you growing up, they would have been getting punished in the church for heresy, or like.
Shall we go and have a look at down this trapdoor?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Now that we've extinguished.
I'll let you move the characters.
I'm going to find it rather difficult moving stealthily at the moment.
Are we down the way,
The
guys? Yeah.
smell of burnt hair is not going to be difficult to hide.
What kind of armour do you wear, Sninkanook?
Leather.
Yeah, do I need to make a saving throw for that, or your back?
The backpack. Well, let me make a save for the backpack
No.
because
Yeah, right.
the back
Okay.
of it obviously blew out.
Yeah,
If
the back of
front
it blew
it was. If the front of it was okay, then.
I want to say for armour, no, we don't need to, because armour's what protects you from these things.
Yep. So the back of the backpack is still in one piece,
Yeah,
and
okay,
it
okay.
protected the armor
Yep.
underneath.
Okay. No damage to your armour.
So if he was smelling, there is a pool.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Do you have hair, Sninkanook?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The smell of burnt hair
Yeah.
is going to make it rather difficult for me to be
You might
stealthy.
be able to wash it out with the pool.
Might be able to wash out in
Have you looked at that?
in dead water elemental. Yeah. Nice. That's a nice bath. Taking a bath in water elemental, dead one.
If I'm going to wash it in anything, I'll use clean water.
Watch out for the floating drips of acid from the acid arrow.
Was there any water on the upper level of this map? On the upper level of this page?
Yes, there's
Yes.
a river.
Yeah.
There was, yeah.
So in that case, you can wash it there.
Yeah. I'll quickly switch the maps just for a second, just to remind you what it looked like then. There's no need to move all the tokens and everything, but this is where you just came down from. This is what it looked like. There was water, clean water.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll pop up and wash the kind of burnt hair out of my hair,
Okay,
and come back down again.
okay.
So the top half of me is wet, the bottom half of me is wet. I'm going to catch my death of cold.
Yeah.
Right. Let's start moving rocks.
Yeah, you've got a pile of rocks sitting on the trapdoor, right?
Yep.
So Bert's going to ask you, what's down there? Isn't this the lair of the necromancer? Isn't this his temple? Don't we just need to bring the roof down on this? What's in here? What's this?
We think the Dwagar disappeared down there.
Or came from there.
Durgar? Ugh, right, so he starts picking up rocks and he throws them against the wall. He's keener than you to go down there. So yeah, you managed to clear the rocks in no time. Between you managed to clear the rocks in no time.
Okay, lever the trapdoor up. Watching out for traps set to fire, bolts up through the hole. Or
Because
anything like that.
us. They heard us.
They're going to hear all the rocks being moved, aren't they?
That's what I said.
If there's anyone down there. Or at least near the trapdoor.
So you're going down?
No, we're lifting up the trapdoor first.
Okay. When you lift up the trapdoor,
Someone doing a rope around the handle on something. Was it this trapdoor?
Yes, we found a loop on the wall. We kind of looped it through the trapdoor and pulled it while we were standing clear of it. So we have a way of getting it up without exposing ourselves.
Yep.
Yep.
When you pull it up, there's no poison arrows come out and shoot you, so don't worry. The door creaks up, and you see another room below you, like you saw before.
Okay, anybody visible in it?
No. You see an empty room. I think it's about the same size as this one.
How far down to the floor?
Well, it's like whatever this is. So I guess it's like 6-7 foot ceilings here. So 6-7 foot.
Okay, I ask them to lower me down.
Yeah.
Presumably we could loop a rope through the if there's a loop in the wall, we could so we can climb down.
Yeah.
Why don't we tie it to the bear?
Bear might be more tricky.
I thought the bear was going to jump down anyway.
Well, I've moved maps.
Where are we on the map?
Oh, top left.
Up left. Right, okay, thanks. They've heard us moving the trap door, so we might as well all get down because there's been that noise. Idea of sneaking and being on his own in the room doesn't make sense to me.
So you're just gonna all go down as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lower me down so that I can have a look and see what's there first of all. Just get ready to pull me up quickly.
So you get down without any hitch, without any problem.
Fair enough.
There's nothing in the room. The walls are the same as the ones before. They're cracked and broken in places. There's missing bricks. The floor's broken up. The bits of the ceiling are coming in.
Okay, I shall stealthily peer around the corner.
Okay, let me reveal the map then. There you go. Or do you want to peer around this corner as well?
I shall peer around that corner as well.
Okay.
Okay, in that case I shall nip back to the bottom of the trapdoor and call up to everybody as to what I've seen. And I shall nip back to here and keep watch while they all help each other down.
What do you tell them that you saw?
I tell them that there's an empty room and then I can see a passage winding away.
Okay.
But there's no sign of anybody. And I shall listen to see if I can hear anything there.
Okay, so before anybody else gets a chance, Bert's going to jump down.
Why am I not surprised?
Who's coming next?
Hello.
If he tries charging past me, I'm going to trip him up.
Okay, Darrow's next.
Tiara.
Question mark.
The bear, that's...
Would the bear fit through? Is that going to be?
Yeah, he fits through the hole.
Okay.
I'm too kind to you guys, but yeah, the bear makes it down.
It'll be fun getting him back up again.
Yes.
Unless we can find another exit.
Remember, the ceiling's only 6-7 foot high. Remember, the ceiling's only 6-7 foot high, and he's that standing up. So then, him plus his front paws is more. Do you know what I mean? He can probably get a hold of that.
Yeah.
And pull himself up. Actually.
We did find that that broken down wall in the caverns. I'm wondering whether there's a door there that we haven't found yet.
Who's next? Coming down. After the bear?
I'll come down. What?
After the bears? And the macaw?
Yep, I'll come down.
Okay.
Cornaith will come down.
And Eleanor's the last, isn't she?
Yep.
Or have I forgotten someone?
Now you are getting a bit cramped in here. It is a small room. The air's very still, very cold. It feels almost claustrophobic. Sneaking its pee. That.
I shall attempt to sneak quietly and stealthily.
Okay.
Do you want me to map out turns movement?
No, it's okay. Just move one corner at a time, and I'll reveal map one corner at a time.
Is he come? Are you going ahead and coming back for us, or
I
Well,
think
we-
We know there's something down here, so if I just sneak up to the corner and then you stay the previous corner, just keep me in sight.
Hold me up your infravision. See how far you can see.
Okay, let me just zoom out so that I can get.
All right. So it's way over here. Ah, okay.
right?
So I can see the end of a corridor.
And you definitely see 4 wargs charging down the corridor at you.
Oh God!
Just get back up and shut it.
Just the same kind of like wargs that you saw before that were with the Durgar. There's 4 of them charging down the corridor at you, and as you peek your head round the corner, you didn't tell me you didn't declare you were trying to hide in shadows or anything. I'm not going to assume you were. Did
I
you?
said
Did you?
I'm moving silently
Right.
or attempting to move silently and stealthily.
Okay, so we need to roll them then. Roll them.
Yep. Okay. So 47 and 58.
Are those successes?
Let me just check and see. So as far as silently is concerned, 80% chance. As far as hiding in shadows is concerned, 60% chance. So made both of them.
So you are successfully hiding in shadows and moving silently. So they haven't seen you, but they are still charging down this corridor. So, well, David, you're with us,
Yep.
so
Yep.
it's you that's seen them. So we can. What's your next
Okay.
move?
My next move is to rush back, push Darrow back, yelling, telling him wargs, 4 of them, and kind of push him back to there, and call Bert across and kind of point him to there. So wargs coming.
You're telling them both where to move. So,
Yes.
sorry. So you're going in and you're trying to, like.
Rushing up to Darrow and pushing him back, saying wargs coming.
Yeah, but
And
I mean,
to there.
but I'm making the distinction between you're pushing them out the way, or you're like saying, right, if
I'm
you move
pushing
to there, yeah, you're tactically saying, yeah, you're giving them a tactical nudge to move to there, yeah.
Yes, there's far too little tactics from this lot. Anyone would think they were just plain adventurers.
Okay. So,
We haven't actually got Bert down here, have we?
yeah, he's here.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Right, fine. Okay. Well, I push Bert and Darrow back to so that they're there and there,
Okay.
and said there's wargs coming. Wait for them.
Now I might have to snap a grid on this map just to. Oh no, we don't need to. If we just tidy it up. Right. So
Move Darrow back a bit to there, because that's where I'm pushing him.
Okay.
Unless you.
Unless he objects.
Yeah, okay. I've just popped back. Just got back. I could
Okay.
hear you were pushing me back.
So I pushed you back to there.
Remember,
so
5
move
foot
yourself forward
squares.
a little bit.
So this is only one square.
Yep. So if Darrow is there, yep, and Bert is here,
And Bert is there. You want to leave that square
I-
empty, and you're there.
leave
Yeah,
that
yeah,
square empty. Yes.
yeah. So you're basically doing. Now let me draw
So we
it.
can try and get two or three of us onto the warg when it comes around the corner.
You're trying to bait them into there.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's 3 on 1.
Well, 2 on 1 or 3 on 1. It's up to you.
Well, Stinky Nook has an attack from there. If that was the
Okay.
case.
That's the idea. Or I can step back and let Charlemagne or Kiara jump in if they want, or Andamakar. I mean, I'm not proud. It's my job to find these things for you. It's your job to kill them. I'll help.
You've got that nice rapier. You ought to put it to good use. I know how much you like using it.
Yes, but I'm depressed at the moment.
Well, if you guys aren't coming to them, they're coming to you.
That's what I thought. I saw them charging down the corridor.
And you start to hear them charging down the corridor.
Barking and whatnot.
Barking and whatnot. So, they know you're here, because they heard the trapdoor. They don't have a surprise roll. They're coming for you knowing that you're here. You guys don't need to make a surprise roll. None of you. So I need only, unless you're backing away from them, I need initiative rolls because they're going to come and attack you.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
Now, let me just pull up initiative tracker. Scrap all these. You need to make new ones. I need to get character sheets up for these.
Okay.
Oh, I enjoyed destroying your backpack though, David. That was loads of fun. I would do that again.
You're just jealous of my mushroom cigars. That's what it
I've never done that before. That was loads of fun, eh? That's a D&D new for me.
Okay.
Are we done? So I can reorder again? Or just drag her up? Where is she? 10. Put her at the end of 10 since you took so long to do it. Right, so we start with Stinky Nook. Holding your action, I assume.
Holding, yeah.
Wanting them to come in here to attack, yeah? And Bert, you want him to do the same?
That's what we're asking him, yes.
That's unfortunate, because he goes charging ahead.
Oh, just leave him to it.
Well, there isn't room for more than one in the corridor. We'll just have to deal with his dead body, won't we?
Now, I will let you roll the attacks for him. You don't have control over him, will you do like with Eleanor and Cornaith, where you can say, right, he stands there. No, he doesn't. He charges in and goes to kill them. But I'll let you roll the dice for him, for his hits.
I've got the character sheet.
I'm just thinking out loud how terrible an impression it would be if we went back to the town and had their sheriff was dead. Like,
We'd say very nice things about him. We'd say how brave he was. How he gave his life for his town.
Kiara just goes in, look at me, I am the sheriff now. Look at this hit that he has just landed though. Right, so I want you to roll a 1d4, and if you get a 4, it's a super critical. Super hyper bonus critical. Super ultra mega critical. And it is!
yes.
This is triple damage, right? Okay, I want you to roll the damage on this.
What size are they?
I think wargs are not a medium.
I think medium, yeah.
It's the same against either, so...
So roll the damage and triple it.
Fuck me. Nadamankar was wondering if he was like battle ready or not.
So, it's 21 damage against the first one. And due to the nature of the force of the swing, it goes right through the first one, and it does 7 damage to the second one. He steps right over it in his attack, and does 7 damage to the second one through the first one.
Better with wargs than he is with elementals.
Aren't you happy to charge now? What a hit. What a hit. Darrow, it's your turn.
He will cautiously follow up to see what's going on.
Okay. As he gets to the corner, if he goes that far, he would see a massive splatter of blood all over the place. Half a warg stuck to this wall, half a warg stuck to this wall. Bert has just like parted it like the Red Sea and stuck his axe into the one behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that's what you see. It's a gruesome sight. Kiara.
Why do I even bother?
So I don't think
Why
I'd be
do
able
I
to hear
even
it.
bother?
You hear him charging, yeah, he charges, he's fucking deaf,
But,
yes!
Distance wise, I've not got enough to get to him
You do?
and attack.
You do,
Okay,
and
that's
attack? Hang on.
So,
Right, hang on.
16 attacking, or 60
60 and
no
attack.
or-
No, it's,
or
it's
is
100,
it-
up to 120 with no attack, 60 with an attack.
Yes, okay. I'm gonna charge in at the back one.
You want to attack him?
No, I'm not attacking.
Oh, you rolled initiative for darts, didn't you?
He did.
Did I?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Yeah, I
now,
did.
if you move and attack, you only get to throw one of them.
Okay.
But you can move and throw one. But then
Okay,
next
go
round
on.
you can throw 3 from there.
Well,
How many did you buy?
I said on my thing I had 3 regular and 3 magic.
No, your magic ones are gone. It says that on your sheet, but they're gone.
I did think that. That's why I didn't choose them. To be fair, like
and-
that was quite.
And then your other ones were gone, and then you were shopping last session. How many did you buy? Because we weren't
Just a
specific
set.
about it.
Yeah, just a set.
I'd say they're sold. I'd say they're sold by the dozen.
No. Okay.
Standard darts, I would say, are sold by the dozen. So.
Oh, I thought they came in 3s.
Nah, I don't like a standard set would be a dozen.
Okay.
So you'd have
okay.
12 standard darts.
You
Okay.
thought it wasn't.
Yeah, but you can only use one this round because you moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rate of fire of 3 is only if you stand still.
Right. Sweet. Let me go for it then. Not got any bonuses.
Nothing at the moment, no.
Armor class warg.
Well, you rolled the wrong attack. You rolled with your dagger. You need to roll with dart because you'll have a
Oh my god.
you'll have a
I'm
bet.
so sorry.
It's a different roll because you've got dexterity bonuses on it.
No, I've just seen it as well. I don't know why I've done that. I'm sorry, guys. I actually don't feel well tonight.
It's about a month since you used roll 20. Anyway, that's a much better roll. That's definitely going to hit it.
Well,
Roll damage for a dart on a medium creature.
medium.
Yeah.
It's better for you.
Oh, nice.
Damage is that?
That thing's had 10 damage in total from Bert and from you. So,
Decent.
I'll just be a minute, folks. Okay, Andy McCarr, it's your turn.
I shall just hold my action. There's nothing much I can do.
Okay, so the warg that's in front will attack Bert. Got so many character sheets I could close water elemental for a start.
Speed.
That's not going to hit him. Bert's got a really good armor class, so that wasn't going to go anywhere near him. Cornaith.
Cornaith will listen to the howling and kind of start doing card tricks or tossing a dagger from one hand to another, or
Waiting patiently to be useful. Slinky Nook, that would have been your second attack. You held your action. Eleonora.
Eleanor may need to cure her someone potentially. She's obviously not able to use her sword blow this round, but yep.
Okay. Excuse me a minute, folks. Kiara, that would have been a second dart. Charlemagne. Sorry, I've got stuff going on in the background, so. Charlemagne.
He is just gonna come to this corner and see if he can hear what's going on.
Alright.
He's not gonna come along though. He's just
He
gonna
could
come this far so he can
definitely hear and see what's going on. Oh. Alright. So, again, I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, and that's fine. Next. Oh, that's it.
Held actions.
No, I've got one more thing to do, and I need to roll a physical dice. And one of these. I'll be back in a moment.
Got to stand here and guard Cornaith.
Fine.
getting his directional dice.
Stop metagaming you. Right, now it is held actions.
Me?
No, it's held at. Yeah, you stop metagaming. You were saying, is he getting his directional dice?
I'm not going anywhere. I'll just stay here and keep an eye out, make sure nothing comes up behind us.
Okay, anyone else that had held actions?
No.
Could they have one?
Well, he had a held action, but there's nothing really he can do at the moment.
Okay, so it's the end.
Sneaking up will shake his head and move forward and look round the corner and shake his head at the guts and blood flying everywhere.
Oh, it'd be splattered on this back wall and everything. Like you'll be able to see it here. It'd be like splattered right up to here. It's like a scene from a B horror movie. Like, you know, like when they use sugar syrup mixed with red food dye and it's just melting.
The guy's got real stability problems.
One of them. He seems a bit unstable in the current time. Yeah, he seems a bit unstable for sure. Now I want to know.
I wonder if any of the temples do cure insanity.
So for round 2, do we need to change actions for anybody?
No, I'm gonna stick to my dart.
No, I'm quite happy shaking my head in disbelief.
I'll happily hold on to my sword in case anything needs hitting with it.
I'm just typing this for notes.
Eleanor is going to have a look at the right-hand wall. Make sure there's no secret doors.
Yep. Okay. So you're actively looking for secret doors with Eleonora.
Yeah.
She doesn't find any. I don't need you to make a roll because there's none there.
Right.
So Slinky Nook first.
Well, I'll just hang on until I can do something useful.
Hold. Bert is going to make 2 attacks this round. Oh, I need to add his second. What's his weapon speed? Who's got his character sheet handy?
His weapon speed is 5.
5. So he gets another turn on 12.
And that looks like a hit. It's in the box.
Oh! He's done it again! He's only done it again. Right, roll 1d4, I guess.
The first wargs 2 elemental stuff and he's done it again.
No, it was a 4 he needed there.
Oh,
For it to be triple damage, he needed a 4. He got a 4 the first time. So it's still double damage, so it's still a critical hit. Roll damage.
yeah. And given it's already 10 hit points down.
Yeah.
8. Which wasn't enough, actually. It's hanging on after a critical hit. He's lost 18 hit points. It's still going.
Yeah, it's tougher than the front one.
Yep, Darrow.
Darrow is holding.
Hold. Now, Kiara, I know you've got attacks.
Yeah, I've got darts too.
Stick a dart in it.
Yeah. Hold on. I keep forgetting undo my sheet. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I need to switch hands. Right.
It's only hanging on
So I'm
by a
gonna
thread.
do all 3. Am I like
Yes, you do the first one.
one shot or
That's a hit. Now you do them in order because we've got different things in between your attacks. There's loads of people going in initiative 10. That's maximum damage, and that is enough to kill it. Plus, if you fire at anything again in this round, it will be penalties because of the distance. Do you know what I mean? It's more than 10
Yeah,
feet
yeah.
now. So we take it in turns. We do them individually.
Okay.
Except that they go before the next start.
Yeah. So next we have Andamakar.
Who is holding his action? Just guarding
Hold.
the rear.
And now we have wargs. So they'll move forward. So the first one will move forward and will attack the sheriff, who's got a beast of an armor class. Oh, right, so that one loses his attack the next round. And the other one is just stuck behind it. Cornaith. Oh, green screen's really untidy tonight.
Would they? Okay.
Well, Cornaith will move up and wait for the corridor to be cleared. Can still hear the snapping and snarling.
Sninkinick. Oh no, this is second attacks, so that's nothing. Eleonora, is she doing anything? Hold.
Hold.
Kiara.
Sarah is throwing her other dart at the one that's just moved forward.
Nice. Good luck. So there's no penalties on it because it's moved forward within your 10 feet range. And that hits it.
Eee.
Right, okay, come on.
Ooh, doing well.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
That's very decent. So another dart sticks into another warg.
Come on, Bert. Fuck me.
2 seconds. Right, roll the damage. Oofed.
Yes.
Oh. It's just hanging on. Just hanging on.
Somebody needs to throw a dart at it.
Yeah.
Charlemagne's turn.
Well.
Yeah, he's waiting. Sorry, he's holding.
Hold. Kiara. Third dart.
Right, hold on.
So no, that one just goes flying over the head of that one. Sorry, I just had a miniature heart attack, so I've not got my sound settings right, and something just played really loud in my ear. Hope it wasn't as loud as that for the viewers. So Charlemagne, he appears to be in twice. Why is he on 12 and 13? Right,
I don't know.
I'm scrapping that one. Don't know why he's in there twice. So
Yeah, he's holding anyway. So
right, well, hang on. I've got one more thing to do here, behind the scenes, and okay. Alright, so anyone that had held actions for that round, do they want to do
Should
anything?
Yeah, I shall just move up behind Cornaith, looking in the opposite direction, just in case we're followed down the trapdoor by anything.
Okay.
I'll join the end of the queue.
Right, I'm putting a note in here to say that it's round 3. Now, we have time, we can carry on, we can batter on with round 3 if you want, guys.
Yes.
Nice, let's go. So, does anybody need to change their action and make a new initiative roll?
No.
do I need to roll a new one? No. I'm using.
No.
I'm still using darts, but in my head it's like another 3 set.
No, you still don't need to make another initiative though. If you're attacking with the same weapon, keep the same roll.
Okay.
Anyone else? Alright, so crack on then, round 3. Sneaky Nook.
Yeah.
Again, hold.
Hold. There's nothing you can do there, eh?
Wait for a breakthrough.
Is this the first time you've been stuck in 5-metre corridors?
No. I've been stuck in smaller spaces before.
No, I mean, as a party, is this the first time you've had to deal with this?
Like this, I think, is first, yeah. Like, where it's been, like, me and some random at the front.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I'm loving this.
so,
Let this sheriff get killed and then we can fight properly.
Sheriff Aircourt has 1 attack this round. Who wants to roll it for him? That's a hit.
Yes.
There's some damage for him.
That one's gonna die.
Yeah, that one's definitely dead. Like, it had 1 hit point left.
I'm just thinking, am I going to annoy him just for fun?
Well, we like to have fun, so I do. I like to annoy you guys for fun, so destroying Singaduk's backpack was the most fun I've had in a long time.
On the ground, there's our space for Damo to move into.
Well, it's your turn.
Yeah. There's a space for Damo to move into.
So you're going to move and attack the last warg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Foolish if you miss. Oh, good one.
Critical hit. Right, so the house rule is you roll a further dice to see if it's an extra special critical hit. You roll a 1d4 because you're fighter class. 2. So it's a double damage anyway, still double damage. Don't take away from the fact that it's a critical hit. Natural 20.
Hit it in 1 hit. Just for style.
Ooh, 13 damage. Doubles to 26. So, that's a lot of overkill. Peter, would you like to describe how Darrow's axe ends that warg's life? Because of the critical hit.
Yeah. The warg wasn't expecting someone to appear in between it and was caught totally on the hop when this big dwarf came and it stood in shock as this axe came down, splitting its head.
So it was a deer in the headlights, basically.
Yeah.
And you split it in twain.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so Cara, there's no more wargs in front of you that you can see.
There, yeah.
So, you've been out of combat.
Right.
So, Bert, it says, Dwarf, move out of my way. And he's going to try and come past you again. After you jump past them to get that last warg, he's going to say, Dwarf, get out of my way.
Oh, we've just got to see who's got the biggest chopper, haven't they? This is what it's about.
Well, so he's marching on. Are you going to follow him?
Yeah.
Alright, well, like I say, you've got no control over him. I'm letting you roll his attack rolls and stuff as an NPC, but...
He's gone straight past that corridor. Did you look down it?
Nope, and as he has looked down it, he has felt something. I need to roll a dice first. Hang on.
This is a giant spider stabbing him from the ceiling.
Yeah, you need to bear with me because I'm all in different layers and stuff. So,
Yeah.
and then on different sheets.
At least he can find the traps for us.
Dumpty, dumpty, dum, dum, dum. After you, milady.
As you can see where I've positioned Taro.
Wrong one.
Armor class 4 doesn't hit him. So he feels something strike him in the back of his armor. And as he does... Oh, I put it in the wrong layer, hang on. As he does, this Durgar becomes visible.
That's convenient for Darrow.
This Durgar's popped up behind Bert, smacked him in the back with a warhammer, but it's just crunched off of his armor. It's not done any damage. And when it's done it, it's become visible. You see it go from invisible to visible in front of your eyes.
And Darrow.
It's your... Well, I left the initiative up. I didn't change it. Because Bert was just charging on without any delay, any pause, so I've left it in the same initiative order, so it would be your turn, Darrow.
Right.
Now, what I'll need to do, because, Darrow, you can see a little bit down that corridor, is I will reveal a little bit more map. Like, I'll reveal that. Alright?
It's basically a maze.
I'll
Well, it's not fucking Ghent, guys.
I'll remind viewers on Twitch that the guys only see what I have revealed. You see everything. All this is on a GM layer. They don't see any of this. The guys that are playing only see this so far. What I've revealed. Just a quick reminder for immersion.
Well, Darrow is going to welly it. So
You get a +2 because you are behind him.
it.
He sacrificed that to get it against Bert.
A bit.
Now, I should have added something else. Oh, no, there isn't an extra bonus for being invisible. I added the +2 from behind. That's enough. Now, you... What's his armor class? His armor class is 4. So you just hit him.
Right.
So you can roll damage for that.
Scum.
Now the scum is what was on that pool.
Oh. And in true Darrow fashion, his great axe has made short work of that Durgar. He's totally destroyed him in one blow as well. Darrow, you obliterate that one that popped up, slammed the back of Bert's armor. You then slammed the back of him and ripped him in half down the spine, and he flops in twain. It's my new favourite. Kiara, it's your turn.
I'm gonna hold doing anything. I'll just stay behind Darrow. There's nothing to now for me to see. I was getting ready to throw a dart.
Yeah.
Like I was ready to go, but everything's gone. So.
Okay. If you excuse me again a moment while I go into stuff that's hidden. To there. And now from this direction, you hear in a voice not totally dissimilar to Darrow's. Your best guess at this point is that it's a Durgar voice. You hear a word that you don't understand because it's in a language you don't understand, but you hear a vocal shout from a dwarven voice.
Did Sneaky not hear it?
Thinking you can hear it. Darrow speaks Durgar. So I guess the translation would be fuck, shit, oh no, would be the translation.
Okay.
You hear a cry of oh shit, oh fuck, oh no, oh no, oh no in a Durgar voice from this direction. And as you do, this Durgar here will become visible. And snap round. Darrow, you can just see this, so I'm giving you a little bit of information. You see something. You see something.
Oh my god. Let's just go back.
And the Makar, it's your turn.
I'm
Open the
just
fucking door, mate.
staying at the back of the queue for the moment. So hold my action.
Okay. I can take these wargs off the here because they're all dead. Cornathus, you want to do anything? At this point, we're staying in combat initiative order because there's a Durgar there clearly. Just became visible and is being attacked by something.
Sure, Cornath can do much from there, can he?
Nope.
Definitely not. Snaky Nook, that would have been a second attack you don't have. Eleonora?
Eleonora would move up, so if you're removing the wargs...
What I'll do is I'll put them onto the GM layer just now and that'll tidy it up. Just so I don't forget they're there and I can... Because you won't see them if they're there. It opaques them out a little bit for stream. Yeah, that's how we do it.
Well, Sneaky Nook's in the way now, so...
Eleonora can get past Sneaky Nook.
Yeah.
Remember your...
Step aside after you, madam.
Yep, remember your allies, you can get past each other. You can't get past an enemy in a 5-foot corridor, but you can get past an ally. Because you're moving to let each other past.
In that case, what can she see?
What can Eleonora see if she moves to there?
Yeah, and looks both ways.
Okay, bear with me a couple of moments then. First thing I need to do is reveal area. So, in front of her, she sees a Durgar fighting with something. She just sees something poking around the corner, and it's like a orange, almost terracotta coloured. Her best guess is giant insect. She sees a head with big antennas or feelers or something sticking out of it.
Indeed, maybe.
Sorry?
Oops, okay. She steps back a bit and faces... I'm having trouble turning her around.
What way do you want her face? There?
Yes, there.
Okay. Alright, that's her turn. So...
she's not as anti-Durga as Darrow. She thinks that if the giant insect and the Durga are occupying each other, he can stand back and wait for whatever comes.
Okay. So just bear with me a moment. What's Eleanor's armor class?
She's a good armor class, better than that.
I can't find her. With all these tokens in the way, I'll move this.
I'm sure she was one of the better armor classes in the party. -1.
-1, yeah. So she again feels something strike her in her armor, and another Durgar appears from invisibility to visibility. Now, you notice that these Durgar are a little bit bigger than they would be normally.
Yeah, we've encountered that before.
Yeah, like they've all had the enlarged spell cast on them.
Yeah.
So, bear with me a second. That's done.
Can I see this?
You can see, yes, because there's your line of vision. Yes, you can see through that gap. You can see to about there. So you've seen this guy appear.
Okay. Yeah.
You can't quite see this guy because that's blocked by the wall there, but you can see up to here. You can see anything there.
Can I realistically get a shot either over the top of Darrow to hit him, or can I move between him and Eleonora?
No, because Eleonora would have to get past Bert. It's not her turn. No, you can't move her. You could get past her, but you can't move her. So no, you can't get in to throw your dart at him. No.
Over the top of him.
Nah. Well, I'll tell you what, right? See, you've got that crappy angle. I'd say I'll give you like a -5 on your roll. Because you're trying to throw it round the corner, right? You're like, in fact, there are rules for he's half covered.
Okay.
He's like half covered, so there's a rule for it. If you give me a second to look in the player's handbook or Dungeon Master Guide, I've actually got it. Attack roll. No, it's in the player's handbook. It's easy to find. Combat. Where's combat modifiers? There's a table for combat modifiers. A nice, easy, condensed one.
It's somewhere.
Got it. Table 51. So, that's not got cover and concealment. Where's cover and concealment modifiers? Here we go. Target is, let's say, 50% hidden, so it's a -4. You've got a -4 on an attack to hit him, Kiara. Okay.
Okay. Is it even worth it?
It's always worth it. You can always roll a natural 20 and hit anything with it with a roll.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on.
So make an attack with a -4.
I think about -4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Hold on. So depressing writing that in.
It's not a bad throw.
Not bad at all, but unfortunately it bounces off his armour.
Okay.
So you hit him, but you just didn't get
Yeah.
past the armour. So yeah, it was not a bad throw at all. Now, bear with me a moment. No, that's fine. Bert's turn. Bert's charging forward. No, he's not, because he's going to turn around and see this Durgar here. He's not going to be able to attack him. Well, no, we'll give it half cover again. The wall, because the wall's right there. So we'll give it half cover again. So he's got a -4 to attack. Somebody roll his attack with -4 then.
Does he get 2 blows this round?
What is this, round 3? No, he doesn't. Ignore that.
No.
Has no second attack. Charlemagne's turn.
He's gonna hold on. How far back is he? He is gonna wait because he feels sketchy that there's like only them left up this end.
Yeah, okay.
He's stuck, kinda.
So he's just holding.
Yeah.
Okay. Kiara has her final attack. So
Okay.
-4 if you want to throw a dart at him,
Yeah.
but you don't have a throw on him. Because there's that wall there, and then that wall there. Your range of vision, I guess, is exactly from there to there.
About an 11.
Missed. Hits the wall over here.
I need to remember to grab them as
Pick
I'm
them up.
running past.
Choose me a second. Ooh.
I sort of expect at some point Aircourt to be attacked from the rear again.
Okay, that's the end of round 3, guys. So, we are at 10:57. We'll have to stop there, and we're going to have to break it off in the mid-combat. We don't like to do it, but this week we will.
Are the 3 at the back going to shuffle up as for their
with their
held actions?
With their held actions, they can shuffle up if they want. And
I think we should.
what I can do just to tidy everything up as well is I'll just store away the dead people, the tokens, just store them away here. Because I need them for counting for XP and stuff, but I'll just get them out of the way to make everything look tidier, okay?
And shall we put in the comments in the chat.
Round 4.
On roll 20, round 4,
Initiative.
Ekbuk and Darrow have double attacks.
There you go. Round 4 initiative, double attacks for Axe Gang.
Yeah.
Axe boys!
Yeah.
So guys, that is 11 o'clock. We are 4 hours deep. We are going to have to leave it at the top of round 4 in that combat. So you have got these two Durgar enlarged, clearly have appeared from invisibility to visibility and attacked you. This one is currently fighting off something that you can only just see the front of it, and he shit himself. He swore in Durgar, "Oh shit," and he panicked and he is very worried. Like, because Darrow speaks Durgar, so he understood it. It was the worst curses in that language.
If he's
And this one attacked Eleonora.
It's the worst thing to happen to him. He's wrong.